Big one last week. Still a lot of players out of this Mornington side, but they're 5 and 6, they're in 8th position. They must win to stay in touch with the chasing pack to ensure that we contention to play finals with 6 rounds left after this. Chris Holcomb will join me shortly. We're underway. Ryan Smith wins it down, gets the hand pass out to Speedy. Quick kick by Heath on his non-preferred ride inside 50. Handball comes out to Kluber. The player, I think, might have dropped the ball there as he sped by trying to get hold of it. And a free kick goes against Bold, and Rayson receives from McGuinness, who's in the side today for Seaford. Rayson marks at half-back, he clips it back to centre half-back, and a comfortable mark taken by Frey. Frey a half-distance pass. He finds his teammate who spins by and he gets the handball out to Rayson. That's Teagle in the long sleeves. Kicks to Krebs-Bueller, couldn't take it. Picked up now in the half volley by Butner. Butner, who kicked 5 against Devon Meadows a couple of weeks ago, kicks out of bounds on the full. But a number of players from both teams wearing our Catapult sports trackers today. We thank them very much for providing them to the Seaford and Mornington boys. We thank the Seaford and Mornington players for wanting to wear them, including Ishak Bashir from Seaford, Riley Hosey from Seaford, Mitch Harvey from Seaford, and Tyler Hobson from Mornington. So back into play, high kick from the Bulldogs towards the halfback flank on the outer side. No one can, in fact there's going to be a mark paid. And Ryan Smith gets the hand pass out to Speedy. Speedy hugs the boundary towards half forward. Looking to drive his team with a lobbing ball towards centre half forward, getting out in front. Mark was dropped through the fingers at the back. Might almost be a free kick to Seaford for a head-high tackle, and it will be a free kick at half-back to be taken on this occasion by one of Seaford's young guns, and that is Hunter Quint with the long hair at half-back on the outer side of the ground. Kicks down the line, kick turnover. Comfortable mark completed by Heath. He elects to switch towards the wing on the broadcast side in front of our commentary position here at Alexandra Park. We're broadcasting in the social club rooms. We thank the club for organising that today. That was Ash who got the footy. Got the sleeves down today, didn't quite get hold of it, the socks down today, didn't quite get hold of that kick properly and finds the boundary in front of our commentary position. James Cameron at the moment is on Philippine. I wouldn't have thought that would be the matchup. Smith to do the ruck work. Rain wins it down. He's expecting to win a lot of them today. Harvey a handball on the up for Seaford. Tried to get it to the big ball Bashir. Taken and a tackle applied by Cameron and Speedy for Mornington. No scores yet on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. And our naming rights sponsor, Jeff Wignall Ford. Chris Holcomb about to join us. His daughter making a debut in A-grade netball today, so we wish her all the best. Bashir wins it from the stoppage. Handballs to Harvey on the outside, breaks away from a Cameron tackle, kicks down the line over the head of Krebs-Bueller. Bouncing ball, here's Hosey. Hosey goes after it. He lays a good tackle on Jacoby. Jacoby inside defensive 50 for the Dogs. Hosey works hard at ground level. Jacoby nearly wrenched that away from him. Loose ball comes out now in the direction of Teagle. Taken in a tackle. Handballs to Rayson. Handballs to Harvey. Harvey kicks inside 50. Bouncing ball at the back. Who's going to get there? And the Bulldogs might knock it through from behind. They do. Hobson was there as well. And he will inbound. And he's seen down to behind early days. Goes to the outer side of the ground. And they're able to get themselves going into the middle of the ground. A good mark completed by Halsall, who did well to receive on the overlap as he got it to Angus Grant, who's come back from Sonoma a few weeks ago. They kick it well inside 50. Not able to get hold of it though, the Bulldogs. Good defence by Lachlan. Kicks Seaford into the wing again. Good tackle and short. Play goes down on a couple of occasions. Taken in a tackle. Thought it might have almost been a free kick to go the way of Lockie Gorka. He was crunched on 2 occasions. The Seaford kick to the outer side of the ground and out of bounds on the full. And it's 1 behind to Seaford. And Mornington yet to score on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. We've got the great man Chris Holcomb.
Hey Dan, how are you?
Good mate.
Sorry I had to leave in the lunch there, mate. Bit of netball shooting.
How's the yarn?
I've not on this yet, so I might get a second half debut, I think.
I hope so. So very exciting, isn't it? Only 14 years old. As Mornington get the free kick, they go across the half-back line. And the kick came from Matthew Combs, who's been a reliable defender. He got it now to Lothian. Lothian a handball to Cameron. Cameron kicks down the line towards half-forward, looking for the first gamer, the 17-year-old Ty Cull. And Goose is quite happy about that because he coached his father Shane. He's coaching his son Ty, so father and son combination. And they're just at half-forward. He's coming from Perry to Smith, who Port Melbourne held over, even though they're not likely to play in the VFL, which is very annoying for Mornington today.
Good to see you. Their debut, mate.
Absolutely. Boundary throw-in, running past to Bashir. Hands and knees, hand pass comes out from Park, it's Hugh Park, I keep calling him Hayden, and Gina Boyd gave it to me when I was in the room a little bit earlier. And it'll be thrown up 45 from goal, 1 behind to nothing. Camilleri comes off and Seal in the long sleeves comes on for Seaford.
Cameron going to Philippone is an interesting move because Jimmy's not usually that defensive type.
He's a forward, isn't he?
Yeah.
Rain tried to tap it down to Speedy, but he couldn't take it. Bashir's there, taking it a big tackle, had it dislodged, good tackle laid on him by Gorka, slips to Harvey, slips to Bashir. Bashir for Seaford, kicks to half forward now, getting up, here's young Kennedy, takes the mark, told to play on, slips the kick inside 50, good fist from behind, good play to knock at the ground with Gorka, getting at the back now, Quinn paddles to his own advantage, there's a couple of opponents putting pressure on him, one of them's Lothian, handballs to Rayson on the left, kicks across the face, but there might be a mark in the forward pocket. At the town end of the ground, running around and snapping a goal is Teagle. He kicked a great goal. He marked just near the behind line and he was able to open up the angle and kicks the first goal of the match and an early candidate for goal of the day for Wellpool. Andrew Teagle, the veteran at Seaford at 117. Mornington yet to score on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Our major sponsor today, Jeff Williams.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that match up with Jimmy Cameron going into sort of Philippone. I think that's pretty dangerous. We've obviously been with Jimmy's going to get a bit with the ball and go the other way, but we've seen how much Philippone can do if he gets the ball. Dave Devon made that first half was electric.
And also put Rory Hillis on him and closed him down the second half of it.
And also a bit worried about Racing getting a bit much room in the forward half. I think Aish has gone to him, but he's had too much room in that first little patch, mate.
Lash is playing down back, but I would have nearly played him on maybe Philippone or Bashir. Open-handed slap Rain, socket forward again, inside 50 by Philippone, but cleared at the back by Kane, the left footer who's been a solid defender for Mornington this year, gets it to the outer side of the ground. Good hand pass inside, taken by Heath. He kicks the centre half forward with a good defensive mark, taken by Lachlan, a candidate for mark of the day, early days for Catapult.
Very good.
Good solid defender. Lachlan looks to play on. He wants someone to run to him, so he gives it to him wide, close to the boundary on the outer side. And the mark taken by Mitch Jenkins. Jenkins just behind the wing. Goes back inside now to centre half back to Hugh Park, not Hayden Park. Hayden's his brother, I believe. In short now to Bashir, getting a lot of it early. Bashir kicks inside 50. Kennedy getting out the back. Matt Kennedy couldn't quite take the mark. Cransbuehler lays a good tackle to Seaford inside, attacking 50 at the town end here at Mornington.
Yeah, because Corey Ash was an tagger at points before he came here. Wanted to sort of release him in the midfield. But yeah, interesting.
Tap down again. Clear down to the fence by Mornington, but only momentarily. And a comfortable mark taken at half back by Teagle. It's been good so far, in fact by Searle. Searle kicks back inside 50, no mark taken. Rayson's there, he overruns it, cleared at the back by Heath, there's the left footer, and he kicks into space. De Kluver running onto it now, picks it up close to the boundary, in front of the Mornington coach's box. Cutes a kick towards the wing, fisted away. Good play by Thornell to get the hand, to get the fist on for Seaford, but then the hand pass misses the target and it goes out of bounds just as Bold ready to pounce. And Angus Grant says, good effort, son. The boundary thrown in front of our commentary position. Ryan Smith in his second senior game, doing the rugby opposed to Macklin Lane. He's a big boy, Ryan Smith, got a lot of size on him. In the blue boots, Macklin's there, Ryan Smith wins it down, did well to use his body. Cameron spinning by, couldn't take it for the Bulldogs. Hand pass comes out from Heath, handballs back into traffic. Kane is there, picked up close to the boundary, getting a hurry boot as Teagle. Had the kick run down, Smith wins it for the Bulldogs to Cameron. Slips the tackle, not once but twice. Arches the back the second time. Wobbles the ball towards half forward. Almost slipping into his opponent, then was McInnes, and it goes over the boundary. And not able to keep it alive on that occasion was Luke O'Connor, boundary thrown at half forward.
How many times in the last couple of years have we seen someone push Macklin Rain around at the side contest, get him out of the way and get his hand on the ball? Not often, would it?
Not often. It's a big fella.
Nice size, and then followed up on the ground well.
It's interesting, Grant's going to do the ruck work here. And it goes to the back, Big Macklin grabs it, Grant grabs him in the tackle at centre half forward for Mornington. Quick kick O'Connor, gets it deep into the attacking 50. North is there, picks up on the left. North snaps around the body and goes from behind. Just misses. He thought he kicked it, didn't miss by much, just swung away at the Chris Holcomb residential end of the ground. Back into play goes Giddings Constable, the old liver and Anthony Rocker, wasn't it?
Well, it's the old boys in the stands getting a bit of time there too.
Cornford takes the mark. Big Macklin takes a huge mark on the wing from the Cornford kick. Kicks to half forward. Big fist knocking the ground. Racing driving brilliantly off the edge of the boot. Racing brought down late, might have affected the kick and just misses narrowly on the left-hand side as he rode brilliantly. He's everywhere. That came from the defender there, Hobson for Mornington.
He looks to have a bit too much toe for us early, Dan.
He does.
Already about that much up.
1-2-8 to 1 behind on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Jeff Wignall Ford, our major sponsor today. We'll go around the grounds with Mornington Timber and Decking a bit later. Some big games on. It's a bit early yet, but we'll go around the ground soon. And we'll be kicked back into play. The Rosebud Country Club as well is our major sponsor for the player of the day for the Titans golf balls. Taking a long time. Players are... Oh, right, okay. And back into play goes Hobson on the half volley. He's looking for Heath. It was a problematic kick, and it's looking for Speedy, I should say. A problematic kick, and eventually it is socket over the boundary. People getting involved, Transbueller as well, and Seal, another one wearing long sleeves. Boundary throwing. Just outside attacking 50 for Seaford. Good contest here. Speedy racing at the moment. Ace there as well. Picked up, hooking kick around the body, Camilleri towards centre half forward, Cranswheeler camped underneath. Couldn't mark him, but he roads it off the pack and just misses to the left-hand side. It sort of fell in his lap accidentally. So good against Devon a couple of weeks ago, 1-3-9 to 1 behind on the Simon Goosey scoreboard, or of course the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard.
I reckon this is a dangerous 5 minutes for Mornington because McElroy's still out there and Speedy getting his break on the bench. They've had to push north into the ruck as a sort of makeshift, and we know how dominant McElroy can be when he sort of gets that dominance in the ruck.
Kane gets very close to the boundary, couldn't pick out the target. And that was bowled. He's on racing at the moment. Just outside attacking 50 for Seaford and down into the ground. Bowled, swings in and out of tackles. Tries to get the hand pass to Speedy on the outside. Gets bowled over. Harvey a great hand pass to Bashir. Handballs defensively to Lachlan. Seaford in possession. Kick inside 50. Getting out in front, young Kennedy takes an excellent run to left half forward. Candidate for the catapult mark of the day, and some of the players are wearing the catapult GPSs today. We thank them very much for doing that for both teams.
And Harvey just coming off for a rest. He's an impressive young player.
He is. He just keeps going, doesn't he? It reminds me of his uncle. It is. It certainly is.
No, he's very impressive.
Matt Kennedy, his father Steve coaches the under-19s, had a good win today. Uncle Paul, struggling with COVID at the moment, wish him all the best. Left of centre half forward. Kennedy looking for his second goal. That is straight. That was hit sweetly by Matt Kennedy. 2 goals on the board to the Tigers. They're 2-3-15, and the problem with Mornington, they've had a lot of slow starts this year, and they're trying to avoid that. Certainly Simon Goosey is telling his players that they're 1 behind on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. They're our naming rights sponsor today, Jeff Wignall Ford.
Well, they're going to be a lot of young kids. We've been talking about all year with Mornington, and they were obviously up and about last week against Devon Meadows. But Seaford would have been disappointed last week with their effort for that win against Chelsea. So no wonder they've come out early and sort of had a rocket and been up and about.
Well, Zach Van Santana said they had a stinker last week, thrown up in the middle, but so did probably Devon. It was such a physical game that week before, wasn't it? Yeah. McManus doing the ruck work now, giving Macklin Rain a rest for Seaford. He is in the side today. Back from the Stingray, so important, number 48. Just sit down, rode though by Speedy, gets a hurry kick that is slightly smothered, falls to Cameron, feeds on the outside now to Ash, lowers the eyes, kicks inside 50, a nothing kick. Overrunning the footy at half-back Frey, picked up by Lachlan. Lachlan dragged down, kicks to the wing, and that's an excellent mark taken by, there's Jacoby marking at half-back on the outer side. Connor Jacoby for Mornington. He'll drive them back inside 50. Looking for Grant to mark. Lachlan makes the spoil. Front screw at the front. Bashir called holding the ball. Don't think he really had much opportunity to get rid of that. That was red hot.
Must have the zinc cream in the eyes, I think, Rowan, in that occasion.
I'm not sure it was a free kick. But anyway, Angus Grant, who's come back from Sonata.
Has he got zinc on today, Rowan? Did you see him before the game?
I don't think so.
No.
I'm sure he had prior opportunity, Isaac Bashir. But anyway, free kick to Angus Grant.
That's about
a centre half forward.
That's about a 40-metre circle there, mate.
Yes. So we'll see if Angus Grant can kick this goal for Mornington to get them on the board finally. to the southern end of the ground. He kicks through the footy, but he kicks badly and just sneaks through for a behind. 2 behinds to 2-3-15 on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard, a 13-point lead. Giddings Constable is such a reliable defender, does what he has to do every week.
Very impressive.
Yeah, kicks back into play. Scored for who was off, I reckon. He was off, and O'Connor just came to the mark late. Gets a player Campton right on the boundary, and this is my man Hugh Park marking outside defensive 50. Inboard kick to Raisin, who's kicked 29 goals this year. Takes the marking defensive 50 for Seaford. Plays on quickly, kicks straight down the middle towards half forward. Oh, it's an excellent mark by Teagle. Good strong mark. Goes for a foot pass on the half volley. Misses the target inside 50. Cleared out of the fence. Good play by Kane. Just throws it on the boot from Mornington. Underneath it, a couple of players. Walden's there. Picked up at the back by O'Connor. Slips the Lachlan tackle. Goes backwards by hand. Close to the boundary. Bold. Hooks a kick around the body, but Camilleri goes for Angel Spear to tread. He's a hard nut marks for Seaford. Half distance pass is okay. Finds Rayson. Plays on quickly. His team up by 13 points. Kicks inside 50 from the side. Almost a good mark. Butner cleared at the back. Hand pass comes out on that occasion out of defence from Escudero. Got the hand pass to Kane. Kane hooks around the body. Lachlan's camped underneath it. Coming in late. He could fear the elephants were coming. There was just one elephant. And coming from the side and putting the fist over the boundary was Lockie Dalzell for Mornington, one of their defenders.
He marks though. He doesn't take some great mark for a kid his size, doesn't he?
He does.
You saw him take a really good one on the wing against
Devon Meadows. He got crunched a few times that day. Boundary thrown on the wing. Ryan Smith. McManus leans in, wins it down, trying to get out of a tackle. It's Heath. Now, why isn't that holding the ball? The previous one against Bashir was because he was trying to get away from the tackle and he kept moving. McManus misses. Picked up. Kicked inside 50 by Mornington. Bouncing ball at the back. They've got numbers down there. Players are crunched. And the kick came in from Harry Bowles. He got it into the forward pocket. A bit of pushing and shoving. Yeah, there is a little bit going on down there. And the player that was crunched is Cornford, who is a very solid defender as he gets back to protect the goal square. McManus the tap again. Close to the boundary line. Hurried kick, very close to the boundary. Player's almost going to go over the fence. He's just kept alive there, Lachlan, as he squirts it to the boundary. Kennedy gets a hand pass out. Bashir is confronted. He turns an opponent inside out, and Ash sells him some candy. The kick clears Escudero. Mark dropped by Kranzbuehler, and then an opportunity to be picked up in the middle of the ground, but not taking credit to Tom Laney. But Bashir says, "I'll help you out, Tommy." He throws the ball in the boot, kicks inside 50, but Kane is there. He intercepts, gets the hand pass out, taken by Jacoby, delivers it in the middle of O'Connor, looks to play on. And gets the hand pass run down by McManus. Feeds a hand pass on the outside to Lothian. Gets a Shepherd now, Lothian. Handball's back on the inside to Ash. They're using the footy a lot. Defensive side of the centre square, the Bulldogs. Kane and Escudero. And back again to Ash. Ash slides it wide now to the kid, Cull. Cull on the half volley. Picks out a teammate. Can he pick it up? Bold. Taking a week to pick it up. He's under pressure. Bit late by Lachlan. Finds Speed. Speed skips a kick. Their delivery terrible. In towards the middle of the ground. Trying to get hold of the footy was Halsall. The umpires didn't quite have control of it. He'll take a free kick on the wing for Mornington in front of our commentary position. And the trial by 13 points, 18 minutes gone. Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Halsall pops the kick inside 50. The numbers get back for Seaford. They crash the pack. Mornington at the drop. Big McManus picks it up. Crumbs nicely, but no one there. Comfortable mark taken by Kane, who's having a good year marking defensive side of the centre square at the town end. He spreads it wide to half back. Mark taken by Rowler. Rowler finds a teammate again in Kane. He's at half back. He plays on quickly. Hoists the kick towards half forwards. Getting up miles too early as Dalzell would have been mark of the day. Would have been mark of the year, mark of the day for Catapult. But the ball was still coming when he flew high. He went up well before acceptances, and Lockley gets the free kick. He's at half back in front of our commentary position in the calling of the social club rooms. I reckon Macklin ran nearly out his head ripped off. It's pretty hard. He did. It was tough. Kennedy's at ground level for Seaford. Makes a good contest. Big Macklin holds it up as well. Spills out. Cameron misses it. Handball Escudero to Heath. High left footed towards the window under pressure. Mornington getting involved. Fisting to ground Filipponi at the road. Handball comes out to Kluber. Hurry kick inside 50 by Dalzell. Picked up. Bouncing ball close to the goal line by Goosey, who kicked 6 last week. threw it on the boot with two opponents confronting him. One was Cornford and the other one was Lachlan, out of bounds 10 metres around from Mornington's goal.
Goose will have to address that at quarter time. Seaford like to push numbers back the ball. They're dominant in, and they're just outnumbered every time, so they've got to lower their eyes and they've got targets going through in the second quarter.
2-3, 15 to 2 behinds, and Jeff Wignall forward. Been servicing the Peninsula since 1979, our major sponsor today. It's knocked down, trying to get it O'Connor, couldn't. Philippone's there, socket out. Quick hand pass comes out, Heath. Left foot snap, wobbly shot, a goal by O'Connor, who received it on the outside and manages to sneak through the third behind.
Well, they like to get numbers back. Seaford.
Giddings Constable has a lead made, and accepted the back pocket by Mason. Having a pretty good year. Couldn't find a spot for him in my team of the week this week. A bit unlucky. Goes in short to Harvey and marks at half back.
You still do one, did you?
Yeah, I did. I was asked to do one at the last minute.
I didn't mind that work.
Back to Giddings Constable, yeah, me too. But there was a little bit on during the week. Goes to the outer side of the ground. Player is pushed, and that was Frey. But he finds a teammate, Cransbueller, who takes the mark on the wing inside a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Big win, but that is a terrible turnover. You give the guy a rap and he turns it over. One by Jacoby, kicks inside 50, and a good mark running into space is the first game up. There's big raps on him, Cull, and he runs into space and marks at left half forward. The 17-year-old was coming for Perry Lewis-Smith. He saw that there was a gap, and he had an opponent coming at him, and he's taken the mark. He's wearing number 8, Ty Cull, was wearing 43. Thanks to Goose for ringing me a minute before the game started. He's got Cameron on his own. They're unsure they'd see what they were going to do. And look, the 17-year-old kid to show composure and pick out a teammate on his own and hit the target like that is outstanding by the boy.
Oh, when the senior player calls for it, mate, you usually have to give it up. You get a
well, that's fine, but you've got to get the execution right too, which he did.
Yeah, he's a good kid. I've seen him play a couple of games in the 90s. Very good prospect.
Jimmy Cameron. He does it. Kicks the goal. They're on the board, the Bulldogs. 1-3-9. Seaford Tigers 2-3-15. 22 minutes played in the opening quarter on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. And that's a nice goal for Mornington, maybe just to settle his down.
Well, it's great for a young kid to get a touch early. A positive touch at that, set up their first goal, just giving a lot of confidence going through the day. So yeah, the colours have been good Mornington family for a long time. And it's good to see some of the kids coming through the system. And under the guidance of Paul Simpson and Andrew Morrison in the 19s. Looks like they've been doing some good work with the young fella.
Well, there's Morrow, one of the stars of Mornington during their golden era with Chris Holcomb in the late 90s into the early 2000s. Last flag for the Bulldogs at 111 was 2004, and then Seaford had their golden run. Their last flag was 2009. Last grand final for Mornington, Hogs, 2015. We won't mention the war. There'll be a secondary ball up, attacking side of the centre square for the Bulldogs, having a good few minutes at the moment. There'll be 23 gone in the quarter, but shark by Bashir. Feeds a hand pass over the top to Teakle. Teakle swings around and handballs back to Bashir. Confronted. Feeds a long hand pass to Cransbueller. He got one high and a free kick down the ground to Cransbueller on the wing. Cransbueller will drive it long. Kicks long to big Macklin. Macklin underneath it. Couldn't take the mark, and it goes out of bounds deep in the forward pocket at the town end of the ground.
That wasn't the kick. If you've got a massive hit like that, you've got to just kick it to his advantage. Don't make him work too hard for it. You don't get many chances on this ground to get one-on-one in the forward line.
There's too much carry on the kick, didn't it?
Yeah.
Boundary thrown right beside the behind post, deep into attack at the moment. The Tigers, 15 plays 9 on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Boundary throw it, bouncing in front of Macklin Rain. Handball comes out. Macklin can't find a teammate. It's at half back. Good hands taken on this occasion. She tries to lead on a couple of occasions. Gorka now gets the hand pass out, and on the left is North. North will drive the Bulldogs, taking side of the wing, but chipping in is Giddings Constable. He's a good young player, this boy, very disciplined. Takes the mark. He's a little bit unsure which way to go. He favours the broadcast side and turns it over and gets the ball. Handball's on the outside, taken by Heath on his non-preferred right. Giddings Constable gets across the bows of the young fellow Cull and puts it over the boundary. It'll be a boundary throw in at half forward in front of the Seaford bench.
Well, Giddings Constable, he was on white. Yeah. He had the task of that one on the big game against Devon, and now he's playing on the first game. A bit of difference.
Zach Vance's not playing today, got Achilles, so very important member of this side on the bench for Seaford though, the coach.
Not too major, I hope.
But no, I think he'll be okay in a few weeks' time. Boundary thrown, tapped down again by North doing the ruckwood. Cameron wrenching hard for the footy with Philippone, who hasn't seen much of it so far. But luckily the other Bash brother Bashir's in and getting a lot of it and doing a good job.
Jimmy Cameron, very dangerous when the ball's at ground level and anything to forward line. Used to be an absolute weapon on the ball on the ground.
Tap down McManus, here's Philippone, shakes the tackle on the left at half back, kicks down the line, big Ryan Smith goes up, dropped the mark he probably should have taken, ball at the drop, rode by Escudero, holds it up, Tavian Escudero in his second game, going nowhere, great number, great footy number, great soccer name too, great basketball name, calling that tonight. In the second division of the Big V competition, Escudero handballs to Heath, handballs on the outside to Ash. They win the clearance, the Bulldogs. Kicks across the face to half the Lachlan, just sockers it off the ground. Makes 30 metres, but coming the other way, Gorka gets out of a Cransfield tackle. Cransfield the tackle, then gets the hand pass inside. Good play on that occasion by Lothian. And free kick down the ground as Gorka wobble to kick inside 50.
Goose.
And Goosey's going to get the free kick for down the field, make a level of scores here. The Bulldogs.
Will and Goose. Yeah, that'd be very interesting. But massive game last week. We had 6 last week.
I got him my team of the week last week.
It's good to see you get an award for after kick. Not your typical kick forward, more a plank or a pocket. They're doing a great job.
It's to level the scores at the 26-minute mark. A little bit undisciplined the last couple of minutes, the Tigers. Side angle, and here's at home. Scores are level on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Our major sponsor today, Jeff Wiggman Ford, servicing the peninsula since 1979. Will and Goosey levels the scores.
Has he got a bit of a celebration like his old man? Gets the old guns out, starts giving a bit of a clap and a around.
Oh man, he's great to yeah. Where did you play in those great teams? Centre back
and wing. Wing when Moz was playing.
Winder, of course, spent some time with Port Adelaide, didn't he?
He did. He'll tell you about it too after a couple of beers.
I've already asked him a couple of times after a couple of beers too.
Just don't ask me to tell him about the standard of football.
So Seaford back inside 50. Cransfield gets the hand pass out, and on the end of it, a magnificent goal. And was it a behind? No, it's a goal. It's kicked by Philippone. He received the hand pass on the outside and on the fly. He's kicked a terrific goal.
Interesting that was the first centre bounced at Macklin Road in 10 minutes.
That's
right. Clearance and they shot it straight out. I think he had a bit more injury concern. I don't know what happened with his elbow there. He goes up and changes it. Fixed up and then spent the next 10 minutes full forward. So hopefully he's all right for the rest of the day.
Great goal on the run. Candidate for goal of the day for Wealthpool. Ryan up in the middle. Ryan wins it down again. Ryan Smith, they might win it for the Bulldogs. Heath had it pitched away by Philippone. He's just kicked the goal. He kicks the half forward and good mark by Teagle. Used the drop zone cleverly. Kicks inside 50. Mark not completed by Kennedy. At the fall, throwing it on the boot, Loney inside 50, and Escudero having caught it, gets back nicely to set Mark last line of defence for the Dogs. Who trail by a goal, he kicks to the half-back flank on the outer side, and Helsel takes the mark. Helsel kicks very close to the boundary, not a good kick, and he was intending for his teammate in Hobson to get the footy with the long sleeves, but it's out of bounds on the full. Back inside 50, nice kick by Seaford, falls to the back, Harvey, feeds a hand pass to Racing, who swings around on his right, does a U-turn, hooks towards full forward, player gets up miles too early, and Cavalieri should have given away a free kick, hard on the boundary, quick kick to full forward, and the mark is taken last line of defence by the Bulldogs, and that is quarter time. Seaford 3-3-21, leading Mornington 2-3-15 on the Jigsaw Finance score.
We just had a call out from Jacko Calder watching us in Darwin, mate.
Good on you, Jacko.
Yeah, g'day, Jacko.
Good morning. We'd love to have him here.
I'm actually going up to watch him play next week.
Are you?
Hands.
Oh, you'll love it.
Yeah, him and Robbie Turnbull at quarter time, 3-1-19. Bombers did 2 just quickly. A couple of scores here. 2-3-15. Chelsea versus Leeds. It's an interesting start. The others.
They've got a few out, Leggy. Throw it up in the middle, start the second quarter. Rain wings it down and shakes at the footy. Quinted half back, it went the wrong way from the Rain tap. Now, Giddings Constable's there also at half back for the Tigers. Players going hard. The umpire doesn't give a free kick, and there was a player down. He's in a bit of trouble.
We've got accosted.
Yeah, he did get accosted. Speedy, you're right. They get the kick inside 50. Big fist to the back of the pack, and it'll go out of bounds in the forward pocket at the town end where Mornington are attacking this quarter.
An umpire obviously blinded by that side. Yeah, definitely high on Speedy there.
He's okay. He's seeing stars at the moment. What Ian Chapel used to do when he came to the back. check before every delivery and after every delivery the box, and then he'd always look up to the skyline to get his eyes adjusted. Boundary throwing. Tap down. And big pack forming. Macklin Rain again asserting his authority. Had a massive game a couple of weeks ago. Massive game in the win over Devon Meadows, who got beaten last week by Mornington. He dropped their last couple. Macklin Rain got a couple of goes at that one. There'll be another stoppage 25 metres out from the goal. But the Tigers are defending 3-3-21 to 2-3-15 on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Rain, open-handed tap again, missed by Bashir with the player tackle. Player lifts the hand, take it off. He gets the free kick as he was trying to work his way through. And there's going to be a free kick. I think it's North getting that free kick. He was looking to maybe throw it on the boat, and I almost thought he got decapitated there, and he'll take the free kick in the right forward pocket. It was a good effort under heavy contention.
Not a little person.
No, he's not.
Looks like a rag doll.
This is to level the scores. Slight angle, 30 metres out. Mornington will kick 3 of the last 4. North's kicked the goal, getting that free kick, 3-3-21 apiece on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. And of course, Jigsaw Finance experienced the difference with the right home line. So nice goal there by one of the key forwards today for Mornington in Madigan. First goal off the draft.
They're going to be nice little goals, like we said. Manufactured nothing.
Right about it. Got someone, no one here as big as his thighs, but finally got someone who's almost as big as him.
Yeah.
He will. But he wins it down, does well. Philippone's there, he overruns it. The caveman, Jimmy Cameron's in there. What do they call him, Cave? Great nickname, isn't it?
Cave time.
Cave time.
Yeah.
Thrown up in the middle again, another stoppage. 3-3-21 apiece, fisted down by Wayne. Heath gets a hurried left foot kick under pressure. Cameron takes the mark, running with the flight handballs to Speedy on the outside, kicks into the pocket. Grant, skinny, couldn't take the mark. Defence at the back. Handball came out. They're under immense pressure, McManus. And he finally wins it on the left. He throws the ball on the left and it goes sideways and Cameron takes the mark on 15. Gets rid of it quickly. Feeds a hand pass inside 50. Good defence by Seaford. They hold it up. 50 metres out from the goal. They are defending at the town end and they're not getting any respite, the defenders at the moment of Seaford. Open-handed slap by Rain, but taken defensively by O'Connor. Feeds a hand pass out, puts his teammate under pressure, who stood firm in a tackle in Halsall. And it'll be another boundary thrown in front of our commentary position.
Yeah, they're just slowly crippling forward, aren't they, Mornington? Just push. We need a few of those contests.
So back into play again. Tapped down by Rain. Speedy's there, getting in the road. Cavalieri gets a little shin out in the direction of his teammate Kranzbuehler, who's taken, we're not in possession. And will win a free kick against Gorka. He'll spread it wide to half back to the reliable veteran Lachlan. He's got Quint giving him the lead, going wider. He'll go in board. And Cavalieri will be brought down. He's taken the mark. Do you think that's 50?
Yeah, it was that.
Simultaneous, wasn't it? Do you think so? Anyway, Cavalieri gets the free kick. He thought about handballing to Rayson, but Cameron's right with him.
He's 20 metres out directly in front. Just calm down. Calm down.
I reckon Rayson was trying to get Cameron. Cameron was very clever, wasn't he, to run through the mark, but the caveman was able to extricate himself from that cave in a different direction.
The ground's so small, you cannot afford to give away 50s, especially around that middle of the ground line.
Both grounds are small, so both seem to be used to small grounds. RF Miles Reserve in great shape now, of course. 30 metres out, Cavalieri's kick, he absolutely swung that, misses everything out of bounds on the ball, like Carlton last night.
No wonder Lachlan and Bashir were bulking past him trying to get there. He's 20 metres out directly in front, they had no confidence in his
3-3-21 apiece. We've played 5 minutes in the second quarter on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Kane launches to the half-back flank on the outer side. Getting up, no mark taken at the drop. It's picked up by Heath. He's going the wrong way because he's on the non-preferred left. Back into traffic in Tom Lane. He couldn't take it, so he lays a tackle. Filipponi handballed out on the up. inside 50 now for Seaford. They get it back through Ash and Cameron. Cameron feeds a hand pass, not taken cleanly by Gorka. Had obviously Rayson sweating on him, which forced the error. The inferred error then by the Mornington player, and it'll be thrown at the attacking side of the centre square.
Scrappy football at the moment.
It is 3-3-21 apiece. Winning it at ground level, Bashir. Handballs on the outside to Harvey. Harvey loops the kick inside 50. Rayson is there. A couple of players went to ground. Could have nearly been a free kick. Cleared by Kane. Close to the boundary. Gets it on the half volley. Now on the left it's Speedy. Speedy does well. Picks up. Kicks inside 50 now. Bouncing ball. Fisted down again. They've got numbers at the back if they can control it close to the boundary. But they see it over the line, Seaford. And it'll be a boundary throw-in.
There's not much flow in the game at all. Teams are struggling in the target once they're in possession, just seem to be under pressure and missing those targets. That's contest.
A lot of stoppages. Who will that favour? Probably Macklin Rain, you think, although Smith is holding his own at the moment.
Yeah, we usually see the contested side, but boys are definitely helping.
Taken over the boundary by Frey then as Rain knocks it to ground. Filiponi, Bashir, handball comes out, Bashir swings in and out of tackles, gets the hand pass out, he may get it back again as they handball into traffic. Mornington's forward 50, pressure pretty good there. Got another free kick in the right forward pocket. Speedy, or is it, it's a shot at goal that misses to the left hand side. Or Speedy, he misses, and behind. And they're in front, 3-4-22 to 3-3-21 on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Chris is going over to see his daughter make her debut. Good luck, mate, enjoy that. In the netball, they're getting well beaten. It's great that his 14-year-old gets her opportunity today to make her debut. Back into play, and it's at half back. Here's Harvey, half distance pass, finds the boundary on the outer side, Cransbuehler. Cransbuehler, though, his kick's no good. He tried to square it up, turned over to centre half on Grant, extricates himself out of a tackle. He kicks high, long to full forward, getting back and getting his Constable makes a good mark last line of defence. Their forward pressure very good at the moment, the Bulldogs. Spreads to the back pocket. It might have, in fact, the umpire sent it to behind. He didn't quite take it cleanly before he stepped over for a behind, or did he kick through the behinds? Anyway, it is a behind. 3-5-23 to 3-3-21, Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Back into play to McManus. McManus kicks to the wing for Seaford. Kane gets up a long way, brings it to ground, opposed to Kennedy. Kennedy cannot get the footy up cleanly. He's confronted front on by Kane of Mornington. Boundary thrown in front of our commentary position as Jenkins comes on and Quinn comes off for the Tigers, who are stuck on the wing here or inside. Mornington's attacking 50 at the town end. The pressure from the Bulldogs very good in the lead by 2 points. Back into play. Smith, Rain, open-handed slap. Heath there, boundary throw-in. Guelph Pool, of course, looking after our goal of the day. With income streams paying 8 to 14% per annum. Find out how you can eliminate your mortgage, create more wealth and boost your super. Call Tim and the team on 1300 827 172. Boundary throw-in again on the wing. It's a shallow boundary throw-in. Roundhouse right from Rain. Can't control it clearly. Escudero sees it over the boundary. Just slightly attacking side of the wing for Seaford. They trail by 2 points. Haven't really had too many meaningful moves forward so far in the first 8 minutes of the second quarter. 23 to 21. Mornington have kicked a goal. Rain taps to the front there, looking for Bashir. He allows his teammate to get a hand pass out Searle. Back to Rain, back to Filipone. Already kicked a goal. Right half forward, delivers long towards the goal square. Butler does well to crash the pack, but they've got numbers at the back, the Bulldogs, collected by Ash. Back pocket out of side, delivers down the wing again, through the fingers of Dalziel. Drop the mark, might recover well opposed to Harvey. Good scrap at ground level. Cransbuehler helps Harvey out for Seaford and holds it up. As they got a bit of support then, the Tigers, as Mornington were nearly out again, in front of the scoreboard on the outer side, a 2 point lead for the Bulldogs, and we're nearly 10 minutes into the second quarter. They get Jeff Whitman forward, tap down once more to Cameron. Cameron squeezes a kick out the pack towards the wing, and the umpire says we'll throw it back into play. It's a good contest, and Mornington will probably playing a bit of footy at the moment. Elsel there, got bowled over on that outer side here at Alexandra Park. Boundary throw it. Rain, it's a big tapped out. Looking for Bashir to run onto it. He got it to Filipone. Feeds on the up to Teagle. Filipone kept running, has a bounce. arches the back, straightens up, 45 out, kicks low and flat, and Butler marks in the goal square. Great play by Philippone. The two Bash brothers combining beautifully from the clearance, and it was sensational play by Philippone as he dashed away. Butler, who kicked 5 a couple of weeks ago against Seaford to be the hero, including the 2 match winners, kicks from the goal square, and they're back in front of the Tigers. Their first goal of the second quarter, 11 minutes it's taken on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard, 4-3-27 to 3-5-23. So an excellent goal and great play by both Bashir and Philippone, having big influences, and might be in contention for the best on ground for the Rosebud Country Club, the tightest golf balls. Macklin Rain was BOG the last time that we broadcast Seaford. He didn't like golf, he preferred the state voucher, which he didn't get, of course. To see one of our famous Bryce Dinger. And well, due back in 2 weeks, Bryce, isn't it? Is it the Brad Ives injury from many years ago? Philippone out of the middle, handballs to Rayson, gets another hand pass forward to the play. Kennedy, great hands to Rayson, kept running, low and flat by Rayson, just misses to the right hand side. That was on target for goal of the day for Wellpool. Great work out of the middle by Seaford, just starting to get some important touches, especially Philippone and Bashir. Back into play, Hobson. Favours the outer side of the ground. High ball, North uses the body cleverly. Oh, Empire's given, not that cleverly, gives away a free kick. Not sure. Anyway, Jenkins claims the free kick. He goes back inside the Philippone. Marks in the centre circles. He's got Quid on his broadcast side. He'll go a bit longer, straight down the ground. This small ground, inside 50, and Butler gets up and takes another big mark. Candidate for catapult mark of the day. It's a small ground. If you get it in quickly, you can cause lots of trouble for the opposition. And Butler had a couple of metres on his opponent, Hobson. Catapult Sports, which a few of the players are wearing the GPS today, creating the technology to help athletes. 30 metres out, almost directly in front. He's missed to the right hand side, moving a little better than Butler. 4-5-29 to 3-5-23, getting a bit of scoreboard pressure now. The Tigers. Jigsaw Finance scoreboard came back into play, kicks it low and flat. Mark taken in the back pocket by Jacoby, kicks down the wing. Lovely spoil by Jenkins, missed it over the boundary. His opponent was a sitting duck and he got a very decent spoil on that, Mitch Jenkins, Seaford. One of the Simon Geeson scoreboard that shows that his team is a goal behind at the 13-minute mark of the second quarter. Back into play. Boundary throw in, Rain the tap. Heath is there, steps through traffic, feeds a hand pass out now, taken by Speedy. Down the line again, Heath. But the kick is cut off at half back. Comfortable mark completed by Lachlan. Lachlan will go wide. Kick towards the half back flank on the outer side. Rayson now takes the mark. Rayson looking to go in short again. And they're able to cut their way through the middle of the ground with Cransbuehler with the footy. He kicks it inside 50 now. 2-on-2 against. Mark not taken by Mornington. Spills to the back to Kennedy. Taken at a tackle. Held up. Going nowhere. The umpire says, give it to me. It'll be thrown up. Delzil was a player, couldn't quite hang on. It's set a half back from Mornington. 40 metres out from Seaford's goal. Southern end, Rain, big tap down. Woney's after. Oh, he gets the coat hanger on Heath. Way too high. Way too high. It has to be a free kick. He was after him. Heath was pouncing in the back pocket. He'll take the free kick for the Bulldogs. Still under some pressure at the moment. Down by goal. Kicks close to the boundary. Mark taken by Hobson in the long sleeves. Handballs inside now, giving him some runners bold. Bold straight down the middle. Bold move inside 50 and it floats to the back and a comfortable mark taken by De Kluber. Centre half forward. He can level the scores here for the Dogs at the 15-minute mark of the second quarter. 4-5-29 to 3-5-23. Just got to get it in quick. As I said a couple of times, both teams know the small grounds well. We know RF Miles Reserve. We're seeing it back playing now. Having had the club rooms and the ground upgraded, it's absolutely sensational. It's a small ground, so it's Alexandra Park. But unfortunately, the kick is not great from De Kluber, and you recruit this year, doesn't even squeeze it through from behind at the town end. And it's still a one-goal lead for Seaford, 4-5-29 to 3-5-23 on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Jeff Widnall Ford, our major sponsor today. The around the grounds a bit later. Mornington, Timber and Decky back into play. Getting comfortable receives to Harvey, still behind the wing at half-back. He's wearing the Catapult GPS tracker today, Mitch Harvey, Uncle Robert Harvey, one of the greats of the St Kilda Footy Club. Kicks to the wing, big fist from the side. He's doing well as a defender today, Gorka, for the Bulldogs, and puts it over the boundary between wing and half-forward. Broadcasting from the social club room. Love helping us today. Back into play. Do the ruck work. Smith, missed by Cameron, rode by Rain, handles into traffic looking for Teagle, overrunning it is Gorka. Teagle gets a hand pass, floats to Race and another veteran, trying to track it as Ash is with him, who played for Pines before moving across to Mornington. Boundary throwing between wing and half forward now for the Tigers. Just as Frey gets ready to come on, the Philippines gives a whack over the nose and he's been all bandaged up. He gets ready to come on after kicking a great goal, sitting another one up this corner. Rain taps to the back and he heard the voice of Speedy. He couldn't control it for the Dogs. Northern Cameron gets impeded. Smith, the hand pass at the up to Speedy, taking a tackle, well tackled by Cavalieri of the Tigers. And Spill is picked up by Harvey, handballs to Lachlan. Lachlan kicks inside 50. Mark not taken at the back, unfortunately by Kane for the Bulldogs. Picked up now, beating one, beating two is Butner. Butner though kicks across the face. His kick's not great. It'll go towards the boundary, trying to keep it alive down there as Rowler, a hard-nosed defender for the Bulldogs. Picked up by Cransfield, but I think it might have already been out. Well, it's through for a behind. No, it's through for a behind. I thought it might have gone out. Well, they're saying it's out now. Well, it's a free kick to the Bulldogs. It's a free kick to the Bulldogs at half-back and a 50-metre penalty. And the free kick will go to Lothian. He'll mark it centre half-back. In fact, it'll be Rowler taking the free kick, 34, Lothian's 33. Picks out a teammate, takes the mark on the wing, Big Smith. His team are down by a goal at the moment. Little left foot kick misses the target. Of Heath, picked up at the back now by Jacoby. And they go back through Speedy, back to Smith. Smith takes the footy on the wing. Feeds a hand pass on the outside. They look to drive long, but unfortunately the kick is off the side of the boot and out of bounds on the full. Just tucked a bit wide there, the Bulldogs. They're not quite getting the accuracy on the kicking that they'd like at the moment. Seaford back into play. High ball. Smith camped underneath it. Rain with him. Tries to win a loose ball out of the pack. Comes out now to Cameron. Feeds a hand pass at close quarters. Now they've got runners on the end of it now. Taken brilliantly by Dalzell. He tried to get it as a chain of hand passes. Tried to get it to his teammate in the pocket into Kluver. He wasn't able to get there. Also involved in the runners Lothian. In those chain of hand passes in the middle for the Bulldogs. And they're a goal down. 4-5-29 to 3-5-23. Going to be throwing. Big bit of attack now. 30 metres around. Rain taps it down again defensively. Cleared out of the fence. Quick kick by Park. Finds a target. That's Hugh Park, of course. Quick marks at half back. It lands in his lap. Luckily, he read it well. Read the drop of the ball well, young Quick. In the orange boots. He'll peer a kick towards the wing, getting up. Mark not taken by Kennedy. Good contest at ground level with Rowler. Kennedy puts it again. Rowler tackles him. Did he tackle him high? The umpire said he couldn't really escape that contest. He had 33 and 34, Lothian, and Rowler putting a bit of pressure on him, and it'll be thrown up in front of our commentary position. Two hard-nosed defenders for the Bulldogs. It was 3-5-23, Seaford 4-5-29. 19 minutes gone second quarter. Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Rain wins it again. He hooks a kick to half forward. Trapped, and then a good tackle laid by Jacoby. Couldn't win the footy though in the end. Cransfield gets a great hand pass from Quint into an open goal, and I think he is just... No, he's kicked it. Snuck it in right-hand side. Candidate for goal of the day for Wellpool. Wonderful hand pass on the up by Quint under the pressure he was of a lot of players being around him inside that contest, which was in the attacking 50, and Cransfield just squeezes it in, and I think that's probably our clubhouse leader, the goal of the day. Most of the goals fairly elementary so far, and rudimentary, and that goal for Wellpool income streams paying 8 to 14% per annum. Find it at Wellpool Wealth. And boost your super call tip on the team on 1300 827 172. Back in the middle. Smith wins it down and gives their team a 2-goal lead on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. And goal by Queen's Bueller. And the goal assisted by Quinton. 5-5-35 to 3-5-23. Cycle will join us again shortly. It's in the middle of the ground. Players fighting hard to get hold of a footy. Not able to. Good contest. Here comes Holtz now. Lothian was scrapping hard with Big Mac and Rain. Rain and Seaford and Smith hold on to each other. Comes out now to Smart. Hooks a left footer around, Heath. Hooks a left footer around the body towards half forward. No mark taken at the drop. Camilleri the crumbs. Handballs to Bashir. Had the kick run down. Pitching his pocket is Heath. Hooks a left footer. He's got a player on his own shoot mark at centre half forward and does bold. That was wonderful play by Heath to circumvent the attempted hand pass from Bashir. He turns his opponent, Park inside out, 40 metres out, wobbles a kick in and steady behind. The margin is 11 points, 3-6-24 to 5-5-35 on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. How did it go, Holmes? George would love it. Lachlan back into play. She got as well as he would have liked, and Big Smith will take the mark. At half forward, handballs to Heath. Heath is standing behind him, kicks back inside, 50. Up goes McGuinness, couldn't take the mark, and the ball's at the drop. Big pack there. The umpire says, oh, we'll throw it up and centre half forward. Again, Mornington control right in there. Could you have him and Welsh, who's due back next week, in the same team? Yeah, off the pack was, on that occasion, getting his boot to ball was Heath as he won the tap, and they had the defenders there able to just knock it through from behind. It was my man Hugh Park there like a goalkeeper. 3-7-25 to 5-5-35. Just couldn't get enough penetration on the kick under some pressure.
Welsh, when he comes back in, mate's going to be, he's got the best runs in the comp. It'll just be whether Smith can find another position when he's not rucking to be able to be effective.
Lazy cutting kick, Lachlan to Philippine to Racing. Kick not great, spills to the back. Boulders there, tries to avoid the Harvey tackle and does. Handballs inside now to Jacoby. Handballs on the outside. They're looking for some run. Here's Heath again. Gets the hand pass over the top. Running on the outside now. That kick by North. Trying to find a target inside 50. Missed the target of Grant. And they'll be disappointed. But it was a bit lazy, that kick. And also Josh Brown was involved too with the hand pass. And it'll be thrown up inside attacking 50.
Got the day off running the dodging cars.
10-point lead. That's what he does. Tap down.
Yeah, right, can't.
Left foot snap and goal. It was a good effort hard on the boundary as he received the tap on the outside. Then O'Connor. It swung back at 1-1. That would have been our goal today for Wellpool. Close to half time as Seaford get it back into play straight away. Quint. 3-8-26. Goes wide now to Harvey to 5-5-35 on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Harvey's at half back and dropping the footy, looking for the little half distance pass. He goes longer and turns it over badly to Ash, who intercepts on the wing from Mornington. He'll go long, he'll kick it inside 50, looking for someone to mark. Lachlan's in front, brings it down comfortably, clean at the front. Good play to get his foot to ball was Park. Finds a player on the wing on the outer side. This is Loney in short now to Philippine. What's he doing on his own? Philippine has a bounce. He lowers the ice, kicks inside 50. Hobson drops the markers. Unfortunately in front was Butler. It cleared in by a fair way. And then the tackles late. The umpires go to throw it up 30 metres from goal.
It's not, second that was really poor play. The ball at centre half back in the middle of the ground. Then went sideways out. It's a good play ball. It's easy to go short through that middle corridor.
Tap down by Macklin Rain again. Handball comes on the outside. Shot at goal. Just across the face. It was a good effort by Tom Laney in the team today. His brother Jack played 87 games at the Saints. Sam is out injured. He just managed to squeeze on the outside, throw it on the boot, and not miss by much. 3-8-26 to 5-6-36, 10-point lead to Seaford. Hobson in the long sleeves, back into play, drives it long to the wing, Smythe too long for him, it'll come straight back. McGuinness opposed to him at the moment, takes the mark, kicks close to the boundary, too much for Brown. Racing almost took the mark, went off, lost it. Little tap now to Camilleri, confronted, handballs to Bashir on the outside, gets around a would-be tackle put on him by Ash, kicks in towards the pocket. Kennedy is up, is he going to get a free kick for a shove? He will. Brown was maybe a touch unlucky there. And the free kick will go to Matt Kennedy in the right forward pocket in front of his Seaford coach's box.
Tried to sneak that angle, didn't he, mate? Trying to get around.
He did. He did. This would be a good shot at goal. His father Steve coaches the NNRD. His uncle Paul, of course, is the coaching director down at Seaford this year. I speak to PK every week. And it's a 10-point lead. I love this goal just before half-time, nearly 27 minutes played. Matt Kennedy, hard on the boundary, it's coming back to the southern end, but not enough for the line. Forward our main sponsor, 5-7-37 to 3-8-26. Certainly the Bulldogs have had their chances at the town end of this quarter, but haven't kicked accurately. Matthew Kane, reliable defender this year, has been in our team of the year a couple of times, kicks towards the wing, shoved down, and it's got to be a free kick. North might have made more of that than there actually was, but he was clearly pushed in the back, not in the side, and North will take the free kick behind the wing for the Dogs. So they've got time here to kick one before half-time. He's going to go backwards. There is absolutely nothing on offer, and he'll find his teammate in Kane. Kane will kick it low and flat. Kick out a teammate in Hobson. Hobson will drop a kick over the top now. They can get going. Bowl around the outer side. He delivers in short now. This is Brown. Brown's kick is all right. He finds a target in Gorka. Gorka back to Speedy as they go from one side of the ground inside the centre square to another. Speedy lobs a kick towards Grant. Grant had the field to beat and it's fisted over the line. Cornford is the player there that ushers it out of bounds, deep in the attacking zone for Mornington. Deep in defence for Seaford. Cornford doing a solid job for the Tigers once more.
Just struggling to hit a target, actually. A target inside, and a set shot a goal. What's Speedy not a chance in time?
11-point lead. Tap back into play. Handball comes out, and on the end, got a snap at goal. And again, Speedy receiving on the outside. Hangs his head, misses to the left-hand side. Hooked it under pressure, 3-9-27 to 5-7-37. They're certainly in this 12 scoring shots apiece. 10-point lead on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard.
Yeah, back in most times to finish shot off Speedy, but...
Giddings Constable in short to the back pocket. Finds Frey. Frey a half-distance pass. Philippone. Philippone was over the long. Player backtracking, taking the mark. On the wing on the outer side is Harvey. Harvey, half-distance pass in short.
What's that? 50 metres.
50 metres. Bashy had it fisted away by Cameron.
That must have been on the mark.
Yeah, it must be. I was talking to Simon Goosey and the umpire who was to do this game today at half-time, the reserves. And I said, I don't like this decision. Goose says he loves it. I said, oh.
Well,
He won't love it now, no way.
Especially if it costs him a go.
40 metres out. Chance to give their team a 16-point lead. On the left, it's a goal. Another one for the Tigers. They're pretty happy about that.
Costly, isn't it?
It is, particularly on this ground.
And a scrappy game as well. I mean, it's starting to open up a little bit in that last 5 minutes. A few more targets being hit, a few more guys getting open, but a silly little error like that.
And the player getting that goal, he came up in the reserves, is Thornhill, Liam Thornhill, wearing blue boots. Kicks a terrific goal, 6-7-43 to 3-9-27. And gives them a handy break just before half-time. Bounce in the middle. McGuinness, Smith, Philippone wins another clearance inside 50, racing there, bounces to the back, taken by Hobson, pops a hand pass out the old guy, he's on his non-preferred and couldn't swing it around the body, unfortunately Corker, and puts it out of bounds on the full, and will be taken by Quinn, quite handy. He's at right half forward, hard on the boundary. Yeah, beautiful head of hair. Reminds me of Brad Delp, who was the lead singer of Boston, more than a feeling. Pops it towards full forward, without the moustache. Cameron roving at the back, doing the hard work, the caveman. Kicks the Bulldogs to the outer side of the ground as the siren sounds for half-time. Good half of footy thanks to Jeff Wignall Ford, servicing the Peninsula since 1979. 16-point lead to Seaford on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard, 6-7-43, Mornington 3-9-27, and for Seaford. Philippone's kicked a goal, Thornell's kicked a goal, Teakle as well, along with Krantz, Bueller and Kennedy. Racing the lead goal kicker, yet to score one, he's got 29 for the year. As we go round the grounds for Mornington, Timber.
Go DIV2 for start, mate. Lang Warren 5 points up on Chelsea. Keystone versus Green. Keystone was the nice little 13-point lead there. 10 points. 5 points up on Somerville. Toward the end of the second quarter. Well, we heard a whisper that might happen, probably a couple of weeks in advance. kept under our lead. But Devon Meadows look like they're bounced back 5-7-30, 7-0-5-5 by as we switch over to hit one. We've got Swinner 10-7-67, 85-5-4, Don Leach 51 was right.
Bashir Camilleri. So Camilleri on Speedy again. Camilleri job on Speedy.
Yeah, well, that's a good effort, and then at least they've put someone to with a bit of speed. Harry Gold's gone to the pony, which is a big one. Don't think on Bashir, they'll just run each other. I don't think they'll follow each other too much.
So second half underway. Smith wins it down. Speedy couldn't control the Bulldogs. Player taking down the attack on the middle of this round. Nowhere, that is Heath, and it'll be thrown up again. 16-point lead on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. James the tap, and his teammate in Bashir read it best, and it's dumped to the he gets high. I reckon there's a free kick there. The umpire agrees with him. I don't think it was there anyway. Bashir's been good so far. Drives along inside 42 possessions in one match. Butler couldn't take the mark. Winters there, had it socked away. Good defence by Brown to get it out, and now his teammate has settled in support, but not able to tick it up and close to the boundary line to bowl. And eventually they bring it down the outer side once more. Seaford, there might be a free kick, I think.
Downfield?
Yeah, downfield once more. There's been a little bit of that today for both teams. It was.
Coach Gillen's called, mate.
Yeah, they are. It was Philippine who was pushed down. And there will be a free kick in the forward pocket. To be taken by Seaford. The shots at goal today, both teams. Between his eyes, especially Mornington 12 scoring shots, 39-27, 6-7-43.
That is terrible.
Across the face again, it was sort of a nothing shot, wasn't it? And I think it was through from behind or boundary thrown at that.
Just like that.
Back into play, beside the behind part, step into attack. Rain, once, twice, three times the lady. Rayson running into an open goal, brought down brilliantly. That should be holding the ball. And Rayson tried to sock it off the ground as the Seaford forward 50 tackling was pretty good, 10 metres out from the goal square. He's still making the ball up. Run up again. Cransfield trying to get in position. Smith knocks it away. Overrunning at Hobson for the Bulldogs. Still 20 metres out from goal. Big pack for the umpire says I will throw it up once more. 13 lead for the Tigers. 2 minutes in the third quarter of the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Open-handed slap. Tackle laid by Smith, who's worked pretty hard, I reckon, in the second game. Coming up with reserves. He gets the tap down again. They can't clear congestion, the Bulldogs. Shot and goal. Oh, that's a magnificent goal.
Goal of the day.
That might be goal of the day for Wealth Paul. An outstanding goal, and I reckon it might be from the boot of Tom Loney. We'll just confirm that. He was hard on the boundary, came out to him, he just snapped around the body, and he made something out of nothing. And it is Tom Loney. Thank you guys, 7-7-49, 3-9-27. Yeah, on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. If his brother can do it, and his younger brother Jack, who's playing, I think, with old Halbarians in the amateurs, former St Kilda player, if they can do it, they can do it just as well. And that's our goal today at the moment for Wellspool Finance. Throwing up the middle, big lead now, 22 points, biggest lead of the match, 7-7-49 to 3-9-27. Dogs win a clearance. Good tackle by Philippine short. Heath couldn't get a great hand pass out. Camilleri tried to get it out just over the sandy area there in the middle of the ground to his teammate. Taking another tackle. Huge effort to be thrown up again.
Mate, he's really good in order for the moment, mate. Really
he did more support. Smith taps it down. Picked up Harvey. Will give Camilleri a Costin again. He's a hard nut. Great hand pass over the pump to Rain and to Harvey. Try the outlet hand pass and giving away a free kick was Park. That was a very early free kick. Brown gets the free kick. Camilleri does well. Handballs to Racing. Great play by Camilleri. Intercept, kicks to half-forward Butler. Went right-handed, couldn't take the mark. And Kane wins it at ground level. Kicks the Bulldogs to the wing. An excellent mark taken by O'Connor. Feeds a hand pass out. They have the ball on the outer side of the ground. Heath will take the mark. He looks to play on now on the left. He'll drive his team inside 50. Loading ball, but getting back, that should be a good mark. Taken by one of their young defenders in Frey. Frey has got a suit up for Seaford. He elects to go to Harvey. Good intercepting. He's got it on the broadcast side. Harvey half distance pass down the line. Over the head of his teammate in Kennedy. Cransfield was there. Ball's at ground level. Gorka overruns it for Mornington. They're going back to the base and tackle on Kennedy. He's underneath it there. He'll be holding the ball. Umpire says no, I'll throw it up just in front of the Mornington coach's box. Get out by 22 points. Thanks to Jeff Whittle Ford, since 1979. Great tap by Ray again. Filipponi couldn't grab it. Taps the third advantage, then soccers it, makes 40 metres. Deep inside the attacking 50, and in the end the Bulldogs rushed it over the boundary. The MCC of one of their players doing a good job down there, Jacoby, thrown back into play.
I know, it's he could have jacked some bowling inside, they become a top 3 side around the country.
No doubt about that. Boundary thrown again, back into play, Rain taps it on the back. Gets close to the goal again, socked by Teagle in the long sleeves. Dogs under pressure, they feed a hand pass to Cameron. Cameron will feed a hand pass down to half back. They'll come out of the fence again. Good kick towards the wing. Good mark taken by DeCluver just behind the wing. DeCluver has Speedy and short but goes down the line. Red, he does well to make nice presentation. Yeah, exactly right. Callum Ash got that kick. Out to the Kluber, he gets it to Grant, he kicks to half forward, going up, not completing the mark north. He's a bit clumsy in his endeavours to get hold of a loose ball then. The youngster with the dreadlocks, and a free kick to North in the right forward pocket, left in front of the Seaford coach's box.
Left footer, mate, the side's going to suit him. Need to finish, need to get back in the game.
Seaford will come back.
Get out of there, Max.
He'll run around now North on the left. He centres it, I think, or did he not quite get that properly? And an easy mark taken by Rain. Last line of defence, the candidate for the mark of the day for Catapult Racing. He just gives it up and kicks it straight on the chest of Goosey. One today, 6 last week. He's got a player leading for him, Graham, but the kick's too high for him. He had an opponent with him. Cleared out of the defence by Mercier. Turns an opponent inside out. Shows wonderful candy. Gets it out to Kennedy, who's all on his own. And now the Seaford boys have to get back because the Bulldogs have got players in front of him. He goes back now to Racing to bide some time. Racing kicks down the line to Filippone. Filippone and Bashir in big matches. As is Racing, who receives a hand pass at close quarters. Feeds a hand pass out wide again. Kennedy hard on the boundary. Kicks to Butler. Up he goes. He can't take the mark. Ball's at ground level. There's Tom Loney again. Taken a tackle. Held up. Tied up 30 metres out from the goal. They're attacking the lead swing. 22 points. And we're 7.5 minutes in. The third quarter on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard.
That was great to see from this year. Somebody don't see much pretty nice, mate. The candy.
Yeah, the showing of the candy tap down again. Here's a chance for a shot at goal. Roving it hard and doing a good job to attack and just missing to the right hand side. Another behind on the board. Kennedy did well to row that, being a big man. Out of defence goes Speedy. And an excellent mark under the pump taken by Dalzil. He received one for his troubles as well. From Park, gets the hand pass to North. He kicks to Grant, but again a little bit high for him. Fisted to ground level by McGuinness, playing at centre half back and changing in the ruck. Handball on the up. Wasn't taken cleanly by Jenkins, and then lays a smother. Tapped inside 50 for the Bulldogs. Picked up by Escobedo. Gets the hand pass out now. He couldn't take the free Halsall. Cameron wants to go. Cameron steps, hits the post. Would have been a very handy goal for the Dogs, but Jimmy Cameron, the caveman, just misses hitting the post. And they're now 3-12-30 as Giddings comes back into play, and he finds Mark in the back pocket. Cast side of the ground. Sorry, 3-10-28, so 7-8.
Come on, Speedy.
Down the line. Smith couldn't mark it. Waiting at the back, Hobson. He crumbs. Gets the hand pass out now to Bold. Gets the hand pass to Ash. Back to Bold now. Bold beats one. Beats two. He shows candy of his own. The lovely Snakes Gets the hand pass with a beautiful one in the direction of Halsall. Almost a good mark at full forward. Not quite taken by Goosey. Ball goes to ground. Giddings, Constable and McGuinness combined. Searle receives on the up, the front of the pack. Gets a hand pass on the outside there to Rayson. Rayson takes a long time to get rid of it. Almost gets taken down in a tackle. And then kicks wide to the wing on the outer side. And Mitch Harvey takes the mark just near the scoreboard.
Macklin Ray not working down the line hard enough.
Takes the top lane, thanks boys. This is the right footer, Mitch Harvey the left footer. Kicks towards the wing, almost a big mark. Not taken, and Ashton lays a good tackle to ensure that the Bulldogs don't lose ground in this exchange. It'll be thrown up again on the wing on the outer side. 50 plays 28 on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Thrown up once more. Rain the tap. Good roving again by Bashir. It turned over. Heath hard on the boundary, kicks inside 50, looking for someone to mark. They all crash in. Goosey gets the hand pass out, spinning by, shot at goal, bouncing. Getting back though as McGuinness does well as the kick just set the goal square from Goosey in the end. Kicks towards the wing on the outer side. Jenkins gets the hand pass out to Searle. Gets the hand pass back to Jenkins. Jenkins gets a hand pass now clear towards Lachlan. Lachlan skids it along the turf to Filipponi. He's off to the races. He draws a man. Hand pass no good. Turned over at the back. That was good play by Gorka, but his hand pass wasn't great. Picked up now by his teammate who gets it on the half volley, not yet, but he goes in short now to Brown. Brown the left footer. Kicks inside 50 for the Bulldogs. Parry and thrust at the moment. North had two to beat. Couldn't take the mark. Park at the spillage. Collects for the Tigers. Kicks to the wing. G coming in to try and let bump was low. He should have gone for the footy as Rowler was there to confront him to see it over the boundary for the Dogs.
Really dangerous kick at Mornington to get high in the centre half board because it's such a short distance to go through. It's just a place you don't want to kick the ball after.
And Seaford are always getting the numbers back, aren't they? They're good at it. They do it every single time.
Particularly the ball goes back and do that loose man, but they generally can fight back pretty well.
Hopefully you part. Yeah, it is. Picked up by Bashir. Lost it once, lost it twice. Dragged it round in a tackle. And on the spillage, Hobson takes it the other way. Kicks to Goosey. Can't take the mark. At the drop, good hand pass. Comes out. Good play by Thornell, but it's turned over again. O'Connor, his kick not great. Getting in the way, intercepting is Filippone. Handballs to his partner in crime, Bashir. Handballs backwards now. It's corner. That was a terrible kick, flat kick. Finds Teagle to drop the mark, but he still gets the handball further afield. Searle shoved in the back and grab a free kick. Attacking side. Big breaking punts, which Rick Hunt used to say, no, he got himself into trouble.
We've seen a lot of those.
The way he said it, we have. Searle, peering ball inside, 50. Kennedy in the middle, couldn't take the mark. Good tackle by Hobson, jars it free. Speedy the spillage to Ash. Handball now out and drawing his man as Bowl. Feeds it on the outside, Kane. Handball's back inside the Bowl. Bowl draws his man now with another hand pass. Feeding one, feeding two. Good right foot kick by Ash again, but turned over badly. Good play to run onto it. Camilleri does well to get it to his teammate Filippone, who snaps. It's a free kick to Camilleri. Advantage call, but he was on the burst and misses to the right hand side.
It's seen neither side at the moment. It's going to be a kind of more ball control. It's backwards and forwards. Just needs a little seniority just to slow them down.
51 to 28 on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Heath receives beautiful kick in from Kane. Kicks down the line for the Bulldogs. Grant push forward. North at the back. Goes after it again. Tries to tap it forward. Getting in the road and seeing it over the lines. Frey's done a good job in defence as he pushes and shoves to Kluber. And it'll be a boundary thrown. O'Connor's in there as well for the Bulldogs.
Pushing and shoving these days. Not too many fisties, though, is there?
You sort of can't, can you?
Not like you in the good old days, Dan. You would have thrown a few fisties.
Mate, I used to just hang out the back. Back into play at half forward. I was the softest butter. Rain wins it. Throws it on the boot. Kicks to Searle. Can't take the mark. The young fella Cull's with him now. He picks it up. Now Searle's into his back and laid an egg on him. And young Cull, the 17-year-old, went in hard. Angels fear to tread. He's a left footer. Talking of Angels, the great man Robbie Williams is coming. Hobbs, I thought you'd be happy about that. I know he is. He finds Gorka. Gorka kicks to the wing and has Ash running into space. Brought down late. Could be a free kick down the ground just as Jenkins went to take the mark. He couldn't take it. It's picked up by Brown. Brown, a left foot kick inside 50. He's comfortable, fist down. And now he takes the footy himself and delivers across the face. There is no one there for the Tigers. It's all Bulldogs. He can have a cup of tea and pick the footy up now, Heath. and he elects to burn off Searle. On the left, bangs it back inside 50. Almost went mark to Goose. He couldn't take the mark. In fact, it was a play trying to take it off hands, getting a hand pass out on that occasion, and he did a pretty good job to get that hand pass out. Was quick, and then a high ball came out of defence from the Seaford team, and Cranfield marks at half back. In short, there wasn't a great kick, but it had hang time, and luckily Cranfield marked it. He finds Raisin. Raisin kicks to the wing on the outer side. Harvey does well. Sockers to his own advantage. Sockers again, but Socker too hard and out of bounds on the full.
Do you reckon there's any chance of taking a little time with the ball and making a decision and making a safe
Just slow it down a bit.
At the moment, it's just a
23-point lead on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard.
Hodel down the line.
Can he take the mark? He thought he could, but then there's his teammate Philippone on the second grab.
He's had a big quarter.
He has. The kick came down from Bullfield to Bulldogs, thrown up on the wing again. Need to find out who's going to win our title golf course for BAG for the Rosebud Country Club. Tap down towards Racing, who overruns it. The other ball, Cameron picks up for the Dogs. Floats a hand pass, which is intercepted by Harvey. Harvey will get a half-distance pass now to Quint. Quint is in the middle of the ground. He'll kick it wide again. Racing takes the mark at half forward. Looks to step around Carl. His hand pass was not great. Put his teammate Philippone under the pump. He delays it. Gets the hand pass back again to Cransbuehler. Cransbuehler to Philippone, goes wide to Racing. They shared it pretty well on that outside. And Racing marks at half forward 40.
That's not a really tough pocket to kick a goal from there. And we're not far out. So I reckon there's a chance. But Philippone gets a lot of the ball this quarter. I think they might have to have a look at that. I don't think they can wait till three-quarter time.
16 minutes gone. Racing misses by a fair way to kick a goal today. They've actually kicked 29 for the season. And it's 7-10-52 to 3-10-28. An even 4-goal buffer on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard.
Just trying to look at them through and see who from Mornington can just show a bit of seniority. Speeds are still out there. Just to tell him to slow down a little bit. Take some time with the ball. There he is.
Experience the difference with the right home line. Good play by Speed to get the hand pass out to Cull. And now they've got Cameron receiving the 45-metre kick in the middle of the ground. He gets the hand pass off, but the kick is smothered. North in the middle, and Grant is there and can't get near it. And now Cameron picks up the loose ball, spits out to him towards half forward to Kluber, under pressure, in front of our commentary position. He's worried out of it by Frey, going to ground now, trying to get a hand pass out. Dalzell Jenkins sitting on him, now comes out to Kluber, kicks towards, full forward, no mark taken at the drop. Well run by Bashir, has it on his own, but he overkicks it. Coming the other way now is Jacoby, pushed by Rayson, couldn't get a decent kick on it. Rayson picks it up again, feeds a hand pass out that misses the target, and eventually Ash has got it. He'll float a hand pass in the middle of the ground to Lothian, back to Ash, and Ash kicks forward on the play and finds it. Escarito now. Escarito with his right foot kick into the pocket, looking for someone to mark. Again, it was a little bit too high. They're just not hitting their targets today. O'Connor was the intended target. And two defenders are able to run it out of bounds. Lawrence and Park being the two, Lachlan and Park being the two for Seaford. Boundary throw in 24 points.
That's a terrible piece by Bashir. He had it all open, he had time, missed Racing. Racing could have turned around and run into 50 no problems.
Rain taps it down again. Bashir. Manhandle, Cameron bursts out of the footy, 45 metres out for goal of the day for Wellpool. That mighty night, the Bulldogs. Terrific goal by the caveman Jimmy Cameron. 4-10-34, cuts it to 18 points, 7-10-52, and that's a big candidate for our Wellpool goal of the day with income streams paying 8 to 14% per annum. Find out how you can eliminate your mortgage, create more wealth and boost your super. Call Tim and the team, 1300 827 172.
Apple works so hard for their goals after making morning. That's the thing, they're working hard backwards and forwards. It's just to show a little bit of maturity, that shorter targets, going backwards and forwards. The game's really got table tennis sort of feel to it at the moment.
Harriet Trust, isn't it?
It is, it's backwards and forwards. So Seaford has still got their numbers back and they haven't had time to get reasonable targets.
18-point lead, Bain. Smith has nullified him well today.
Good.
Harvey impeded in the middle of the ground, trying to get hold of the footy. Bain's hand pass to slam down. Smith didn't know where it was. Cameron did. Little give out, trying to soccer it forward. Carl straight into traffic, back to Cameron. Gets the hand pass out now. Handball wide, good play. On the end of it is Dells in the pocket. Mark taken by North, also involved with the chain of hand passing at centre half forward was Brown.
Is that the first time we've seen a lead up hit a target take a
Certainly think so. I feel good, James Brown. Great hand pass. I feel good. Fairly acute angle for North for 2 in a row to keep the Dogs in this. Remembering they're looking for their 4th consecutive win to stay in the finals race. We'll go around the grounds a little bit later for Mornington, Timber and Decking. Great to have Chris Holcomb here. One of the all-time greats of the MPNFL and for game face. Slight angle, 40 metres out. The left foot of North. He pushed it to the left-hand side at the southern end, and they've had their chances. 4-11-35 to 7-10-52. The Rosebud are in front of Bond Beach, looking for 2 in a row to usurp EDS and go above them. They're up by 11 points on the Mornington Timber and Decking scoreboard. As McGuinness receives in the back pocket and goes back to another long-haired player, the Dreadlock Holiday from 10cc. Getting comfortable, his kick is too high for Harvey. Spills to Park and cleans it up, back to Harvey. Harvey feeds over the top, just clears the hands of Helsel, kicks down the line to Winter Kennedy. 2 to beat, good play by Rowler. Managed to tap it to DeCluver. In front of our commentary position, kicks down the line once more. Getting up, attempting to mark Goose. He does well to win it at ground level after not taking the mark. Brown skids it on the half volley. Escobedo's handball run down. Cameron's there again. Beats 1, beats 2. Tried to feed a hand pass out, put his teammate under the pump. Taken and a tackle. Long time. Swung around in a 360. And a free kick to the veteran racer at centre half back for the Tigers, who lead by 17 points.
Very good tackle. Experience campaign racing.
Kicks it wide now. And this is Frey. Frey kicks down the line. Getting up and fisting down is Teagle. Follows Teagle, scored the first goal, and handballs on the outside now to Jenkins, the left footer. Jenkins straightens up on the outer wing, kicks high inside 50. Looking for someone to mark, no one can. Ball's at ground level, Jacoby manages to squirt after it as it squirts out to him, but it finds the boundary line, and it'll be thrown back into play at half back for the Dogs at the town end.
Yeah, that's it, because they're pushing their numbers back at the moment, because when they're going forward, they're outnumbered every time, so they're finding it hard to penetrate when they get in that 50.
So 21 minutes gone in the third quarter. Mornington getting a goal through Cameron to cut the margin to 17 points. Another one would make it interesting going into the last change. Tapped down again by Smith. Philippine breaks 1, breaks 2, steadies. Oh, don't tell me that's goal of the day. No, misses to the right-hand side. He swivelled in and out of tackles, using his hips brilliantly, and steadied enough, but just couldn't quite find the opening of behind. 3-goal lead again for Seaford on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Back into play. Short kick. Kane finds Ash. Ash back to half back. Helsel defends to the outer side of the ground and bowled. In fact, taking the mark is Jacoby at half back. They look to slow it down now, the Dogs. Kick down the line again, that is a bit better.
A lot better.
Yeah, Brown takes the mark and finds Heath.
So if we got their numbers back,
Yes,
they're
they are.
patient, yeah?
They are. He elects to switch again towards the broadcast side of the ground. Calling forward Kane. Couldn't take the mark. Great contest, Butner. They turn it over. Handballs now to Camilleri. Camilleri
racing.
Pushed his opponent
That is
out.
goal of the
That is
day.
kicked goal of the
Goal of the
day,
day.
Rayson.
That's a
He's
goal.
turned back the clock. He pushed his opponent off around and swung around the body, raises his arms in triumph, and tried beating that for our goal of the day thanks to Wealthful Tim and the team, and you won't. That is a ripper. Gives his team a 4-goal buffer on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. You're a beauty, Damien Rayson, 8-11-59, and they lead Mornington 4-11-35 thanks to Jeff Wignall forward.
Just experience there, mate. Had his opponent, pushed him under the ball for where the ball was going to drop, turned around, 35 out, snap a Rooney, in you go. That was fantastic.
30th goal of the season.
It's always a dangerous kick. That one that came over to Matty Kane over this side, it was ended up being a 1-on-3. If you had taken him up, would have been okay, but it cost him a goal in the end.
Rain the tap, and the Bulldogs get a free kick they do, and out of the middle now. Here's Bold, he got shoved out of the contest with Brayson, kicks to half forward, almost a good much into the Kluber, taking the ground in a tackle, lost control of it. Handball comes out, they keep it alive, the Bulldogs inside attacking 50. Jenkins from the wing comes back to help in the last line of defence for the Tigers, tries to paddle it towards the boundary, kept alive again. Giddings Constable lays a very, very good tackle to bring his opponent over the line, deep in the attacking 50, and that was O'Connor. It'll be a boundary throwing.
Yeah, Harry Bold, I don't know why he didn't pass that. He was clear by mile. He could have ran in 35 out directly in front of him and shot a goal then. Some of their decision making has let them down, isn't it, today? Rain the tap.
Still inside the attacking 50. Bowl again is battled manfully. Loose ball, again at half-back for Seaford. They get numbers around the contest. It's socket out by the Dogs in the top of the goal score. Who's going to pick it up? Chance for a shot at goal. It is! It's a magnificent effort by Ash. He just threw it on the boot. He was under pressure and he just managed to get enough on it and it rolls home. It was an open goal square and they stay on the hunt, the Dogs. And maybe, even though Damien Rayson's goal is going to be hard to beat, you could put him up in lines for goal of the day for Wellspool. 5:11.41 to 8:11.59. Probably no chance, but we've got to keep plugging our sponsors. 3-goal lead and we're 25 minutes into the third quarter on the Jigsaw Finance.
Always got to keep plugging something down. Just keep going. But no, you never out with Mornington, though. It's such a small ground and such an easy ground to get a roll on. 3 goals. So just keep it nice and tight and work out how you
did well to form the wall in, didn't he? Ash, I'm sure he didn't clear the attacking 50. Rain got a tap on it. Philippine was taking a tackle from Bowles, so he socketed it forward. Raisin elects to attack it, but Ash is there and does well to Fossing out a hand pass to Bowl. Bowles' hand pass is okay too. To Gorka, but Gorka finds trouble as Seaford has a good inside attacking 50 by fishing it down and putting it over the boundary. So there's the siren, and it's 3 quarter time, and it's an 18-point lead at 25 minutes that quarter went to Seaford going into the final quarter. 8:11.59 Mornington, 5:11.41 on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard, and a major sponsor today, Jeff Wignall Ford, servicing the peninsula for 40 years. We'll come back. Welcome back to Alexandra Park, last quarter and away, they win a clearance. Quick hand pass comes out from Speedy's issuing instructions as he got it to Halsall. Halsall kicks down the line towards the wing north, couldn't take the mark. Off hands hard on the boundary. Mornington kick deep inside 50, they've just got to go long as they can. Grant couldn't take the mark, they have to drop. Here's a chance for a shot at goal and it's all done! It's only taken a couple of minutes and getting on the end of it was North. Left foot start, that's the chance for goal of the day. Magnificent goal by North for Wellspool and the couple have got it back within a manageable distance and go straight down the middle, which they were able to. Adrian Speedy won the clearance and then issued instructions as Halsall went wide and brought it back into the corridor and North was there at the drop and kicked a great goal, back to 2 goals. 6:11.47 to 8:11.59 on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Holtz.
Yeah, just went out and had a listen to Zach Burns talk about winning the ball at the coalface in the contest, so he won't be happy with that start.
No, Macklin Rain misses it, tapped down by Smith, won by Cavalieri on the left, he wobbles a kick inside 50. Teagle attacks it hard, can't take the footy, he's been great today. Heath feeds the hand pass off now, Speedy on the outside, lovely long hand pass. Finds a player who's given them a lot of run today in Gorka. Gorka finds Brown with a left foot. Brown also a left footer. Josh Brown kicks inside 50. Grant up again, makes the contest. McGuinness has played mainly in defence today. Sometimes it's changed in the ruck. Gets a nice spoil over the boundary for the Tigers. We're under the pump at the moment. And the town into the ground here at Mornington. 8:11.59 to 6:11.47 on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. The major sponsor is Jeffrey.
Well, a little bit more about Jimmy Carey as well. So they can make sure that they know where he is. So at the moment, he's Camilleri's gone to this one.
Boundary throw it, tap down.
Back 3 days.
Speedy, beats a hand pass out. Got it to Cal, back to Speedy, under the pump, a high left footer, up and down in one spot. No one marking, off hands, Brown was underneath him for the Dogs. Getting his Constable there as well, out of bounds at half forward. Everyone knows it. Just near Main Street.
Actually, they're not there anymore. Yeah, they've just closed up.
Where are they going?
Beautiful little centre near the road, mate.
Massive. Boundary throw in from behind, Rain wins it down, at the road, Philippine, kicks towards half back behind, Racing, he was caught out, couldn't take the mark, balls at ground level, I thought the sheer may have been shoved in the back, Racing take it down in the standing tackle, and the umpire says, give it to me boys, I'll throw it up. Tigers by 2 goals, tightening up here at Alexandria. The last couple of Bulldogs needing a win to stay in the race. Spot the farm, looking for 4 wins on the trot. Macklin Rain open-handed slap, Cranspeeler on the up. Tampass misses the target. Smith goes in and fetches. Handballs defensively. Halsell loses control of the tackle for the Dogs. Knocked off a Teagle by the caveman Cameron. Puts him over the boundary and then he gets a push and shove from Bashir. And Teagle again thrown back into play.
That's why they call him. He's just like it's cave time.
Been good today, Jimmy Cameron.
Smith's going to be really important in this last quarter. Whether or not he can finish off the 4 quarters.
He's been terrific, hasn't he? He has it down. Yeah. And Cavalieri, though, rose it and is claimed it as a tackle immediately by Speedy. Cavalieri's been the cooler or the tagger on Speedy today. They've had a good battle. It's found a roll, Cavalieri, in this side. As Rain again gets over the top, knocks it towards the boundary. Halsell's upended by the hard body of Bashir, puts it over the boundary in front of our commentary position. I think he's coming off for a rest.
Yeah, I think his petrol tickets, although he's had a really good day, it's just starting to be flat, so watch out for that.
Bolt back on. Cameron and Bashir, great chat by Ray. Bashir with the handballs intercepted by Escurito. Escurito kicks along inside 50. No one can mark again. The defence was there. Lachlan amongst them, and Cornford, who is a very reliable shutdown defender, knocks to the boundary in front of Simon Goosey, who's up and about with his team. 2 goals for Rears, but fighting back in.
Well, they've definitely lifted Mornington.
They have.
Start this last quarter.
47 to 59. They've kicked the last couple. One before 3/4 time, one early in the last. Smith taps it down. Brown swung around to the tackle. And the umpire says no. He was taken straight away, going nowhere in a hurry. Thrown up again. Just outside attacking 50 for the Dogs. Tapped down by Rain. Missed by Bowl. Cavalieri's there. Swings out of a tackle on the left. Kicks close to the boundary with a hooking ball. And it goes out of bounds. Just before Dalzell could get there for the Dogs.
Got a lot of raps on Cavalieri. I reckon he's a really good player, but just I think with his disposal, he's a good player, man.
From within the club, his disposal's not brilliant, but his hardness is sensational. Absolutely sensational. Boundary throwing, almost true in position. Broadcasting from the social club room. Smith beaten by Rain. Rain shoved him out of it. Throws it on the boot. Wobbles a kick inside 50 for the Tigers. Attacking it hard. Good play to bring it to ground was Rowler to Kane. And now on the end of it as they come out of the fence again. The kick though was actually pretty good by Gawker in the end. And he picks out a teammate marking on the outer side of the ground. And this is the left footer Brown. Brown will kick long inside 50, looking for someone to mark. No one can take the mark. He's still at ground level. Picked up by North again. Here's a left footer again. He rose brilliantly, but no one's home. And they can clear the ball out of the fence. McGuinness is out of bounds. There is no one on his side of the ground. Has a bounce. Smith drops the mark. He dropped the pudding, the big fella. He dropped the pudding, rounds off his chest. As McGuinness was running out of the fence, I thought the chase was outstanding by the Dogs forward line.
He did a great job in positioning himself perfectly.
And he couldn't hang on, the big fella. So it's a neutral contest. 59 plays 47, 6 gone last quarter. Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Won by Rain at the Rove.
Harry Bowl.
Was Searle, knocked off by Bowles. Philippine hands it, he's under pressure, got the hand pass out, all being claimed. Sewell was bowled over, and Heath was there, and talking to him bowled over, Bowles also bowling him over. They're definitely laughing down and throwing.
They're definitely putting time in on Jimmy Cameron in every contest. If you have a look, you'll have hand on, make sure he doesn't get
go. Searle running at the moment. Smith, Rain, tips it to the back, Bashir gets through a tackle with a hand pass to Harvey on the outside. Harvey inside 50. Mark of the day for Catapult. It will be mark of the day and a chance to put a bit of pressure on. This is the man that won the game for them a couple of weeks ago, Chris Butner.
He likes it
with 2 goals in 5 minutes.
Junk time Butner.
He does, yes. I'll get you for this Butner. 45 metres out to Rinkley in front.
He killed him in Devon that day.
He did, kick 5.
That's a terrific mark.
This to make the margin 3 goals, our candidate for mark of the day for Catapult Sports. I'm backing him. 45 miles on the commentator's curse. This to give them a 3-goal lead. Chris Butner. He's missed it.
He's missed it.
I don't reckon he stuck that in. I'm not sure about that.
I don't reckon he kicked it.
The goal umpire moved so far. He's almost shaking hands with us in the social club rooms here at Mornington.
The young boys behind the goal are going bananas.
Anyway, it's been given, and it might be the goal that could break the camel's back. 9:11.65 to 6:11.47 for Chris Butner. 7 minutes played into the last quarter.
Usually if you kick those ones, it's pretty close. You get around with the hands up, back a bit of noise, so the umpire thinks it's going to go either way. I'm not sure he wasn't getting any help.
Looking at the replay for Time Fitness with over 500 plus gyms around Australia with all our sponsors. Back in the middle.
He deserved it.
It was a great mark, but you've got to still kick the goal. Tap down, Escorido. Heath, Escorido running forward again. He's been good, Escorido. Kicks inside 50. Kick wasn't great. Wobbles to the top of the goal square. North the hand pass out. Swinging one, swinging another. Grant on the left as he wobbled it in. I wonder whether his was as close as the shot at the other end from Butner, but Grant just couldn't wide balance enough on the left and misses.
That's what they're all
12:48 to 9:11.65, 17-point lead on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Lachlan back into play. Quint, he lowers the eyes and finds him in the back pocket. Down into the ground.
We're going to go long behind the rain.
Ball left. Quint kicks towards the half-back flank. Escorido's been okay. I don't know what Lachlan's doing. He's completely misjudged it. Escorido might have shoved him in the back. It's a wobbly ball to centre half forward. North up. Fisted away by McGuinness at the road. Speedy. He's upended. He kicks high towards the goal square. Mark on the second grab. Mark on the second grab. Goosey's got it like his old man. He's taken a spectacular mark on the second grab and a candidate for Catapult Sports Mark of the Day.
So lucky in Mornington, they went behind us in the half court and cancelled contest. Very, very lucky. That's a great mark. Very good finisher too.
He's a good finisher. 6 last week, 1 today. I'll back him as well. On an angle, 25 metres out, 30-degree angle. This to cut the margin. Back to 11 points. Roosters kicked the goal. He's got a couple now. Like father, like son. 7-12-54. Have we got a grandstand finish like we did 2 weeks ago between Seaford and Jeff Meadows on Go Faces match of the day? Thanks to Jeff Wignall Ford, servicing the peninsula since 1979 as the St Andrews Beach Brewery. Replay shows that goal kicked by Goosey for his second today. And the margin back to 11 points. They've kicked 3 of the last 4.
They're going to be careful in this contest, Mornington, because they've got the ruck off at the moment, Smitty, so Macklin Rangers should have 3 rollers, so just be careful with the contest.
Escorido's doing okay though. He's giving away height, but he does well on the lead. Socket eye for the plane, clearing to congestion. Fisted away again. Good play by Rowler, but only as far as Quint for Seaford. Kicks down the line looking for Cransfield, or opposed to Jacoby. And it's out of bounds. Front of our commentary position before Speedy can get a hand on it.
He's got a bit of time, hasn't he? Very toey. Yeah, very good.
Playing on another youngster. Carlin came into the Perry Lewis, got himself back by Port Melbourne. As an emergency again today. Boundary throw in. Rain the tap. What a great tap that was. Read brilliantly by the tag. Inside 50. Reading it best and taking the mark as Butner. How good was the tap by Rain? That was magnificent footy.
But if you're Mornington and you're on ballers and you've got a disadvantage in the ruck, you've got to get goal side and block it and score a goal. They didn't do that. So that's the immature of midfield as well.
Just to make the margin 17 points. Now Butler kicked the goal before that just squeezed in. We're right behind this at a 30-degree angle, 40 metres out. For his second goal in 5 minutes to make the margin 17 points. It's pretty good. He thinks it and he knows it's a goal. That's definitely a goal. That snuck in. Only just snuck in, but it snuck in. 10-11-71. The Tigers, they keep finding the answers against the Gallup Bulldogs, who are 7-12-54. They've been my football team in the AFL for so long, and I've said Gallup for so long about it.
We talked about that when Stick was off having a break and had to watch it. But those guys around the contest got to talk to each other and understand that they're going to get dominance through the ruck. And they didn't do it on that occasion. That was terrific, straight through and away we go. Smith back in the ruck now, gets rain.
That's on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Can they cut the margin again? Smith wins it. Cameron the clearance defensively. Have to get rid of it quickly. He's been tackled. Quint bumped off by the hard body of Heath. He's on the bottom of the pack, racing all over him. Going nowhere in a hurry. Heath did receive a bit of treatment from Damien Drakes there. Thrown up on the wing.
That was good attention to detail too, because they said to watch Cameron at the stoppage, even though he got the ball from the stoppage, he was under pressure.
Throwing up, Smith taps it down at the road. Philippine to half forward. Good play by Hobson to bring it to ground. Teagle does well. Feeds a hand pass out in the road. They half back to Kobe. Little hand pass up on the give on the outside to Hobson, to Speedy, to Cameron, and now to Brown. Daisy Cutting kick, didn't find his teammate. Brown will get it on the half volley again after the mark was dropped by O'Connor. Kicks down the line in front of our commentary position, but good play to escort it over the boundary. Is Constant of Seaford out of bounds at half back. 17-point lead. That's a big game for the Bulldogs. They'll be 5 and 7 if they lose, 6 and 6 if they win. Boundary throwing. Tapped down by Rain again. Rode by Philippine. Didn't take it with him. Got support in Jenkins, but Philippine had Brown hanging off him as he was trying to get control of the footy and take the free kick when he wasn't in possession. Delivers to centre half back to Jenkins. Marking on defensive 50. Will swing to the outer side of the ground now to Giddings Constable, and the kick was not good. Missed the target. There's been a bit of that today. Out of bounds at half back on the outer side.
25 metres either side. He's frustrating as a coach.
Certainly is. Another neutral contest, attacking side of the wing at the town end of the ground. The Bulldogs down by 17 points, fighting hard. We're 14 minutes into the last quarter on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Rain, Smith, tapped down again, picked up. Brown a hand pass, pushes it forward once more. Good play though at the back by Racing, going back home as a defender. Wallace kick towards the wing. Quint is quick. He'll run onto it now. He arrives. He's at half back. Bullets a kick down the line to Kennedy, who leads nicely. Marks in front of our commentary position.
He's a good player, Quint.
He is. Kennedy launches inside 50. Who's going to mark? Oh, great mark from behind by Butner. Candidate for mark of the day. The Catapult Sports. Ben Searle was nearly killed playing in front, but he's a hard man. He'll get up and keep going. Anyone with tattoos you would never discount. Hard on the boundary is Butner. He's kicked a couple already in this quarter. Can he kick another one? He kicks to the top of the goal square. Who's going to mark? Fisted down by Hobson. Got a very decent fist on that. Tom Loney was window shopping with intent too, but he didn't buy anything because the ball got away from him through from behind, and the margin back to 18 points. Kane will go down the middle. He finds Cameron, takes the mark at half back on the edge of the centre square. Will feed a hand pass inside the Brown. Gets confronted by Bashir. Feeds a hand pass over the top now to Lothian. Lothian gets a hand pass out now. Running out of room, under pressure, kicking around the body. That was a great kick. And the player that was running out of room, kicking around the body was North, and eventually finds a target. And this is Goosey.
That was a great kick.
It was.
I don't know if they were calling over there, but the vision was fantastic.
He looked a bit awkward when he hooked it around the body, but it was a beautiful
There
kick.
were two loose on that other side.
Yeah, they were.
Joshy Halsell.
Skipping in. Can he kick this
He
goal?
can.
Oh, he certainly can. That's a great goal. Another one on the ball. The goals are not going anywhere. Margin back to 12 points. Goosey's kicked his third.
That was Halsell.
Sorry, Halsell kicks his first goal of the day. Thanks, Chris.
That's all right, mate.
And he got in the right position to kick an outstanding goal. The wingman cuts the margin back to 12 points. He got in the right place at the right time. 8-12-60 from that excellent kick from North. It was a look-away kick, wasn't it? To 10-12-72 at the 16-minute mark of the final quarter.
Very important here in this contest that Smith's able to go with Ray, not giving him an easy go.
Smith, and in two in a row.
Did well.
Overrunning and racing. Handball Camilleri on the outside Harvey. Non-preferred right, sort of lands luckily in the lap of Quint. Plays on, delivers in short to Racing. Racing on one goal, takes the mark. He's already kicked goal today for Catapult. And he'll go back and slow it down at the 17-minute mark of the last quarter of his team. 2 goals. Had the advantage for most of the day, but it's been a really tight scrap. At a 25-30 degree angle.
Oh no, Racing!
Racing! Not sure he got all of that, but it just slid beautifully. And it was carried through for goal low and flat, and he's so happy with himself. He's kicked 2, and 31 for the season, the veteran, and they're back to 3 goals in front. What a contest this is. It's 11-12-78 Seaford on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard, 8-12-60 Mornington, and our major sponsor is, of course, Jeff Whittle Ford Service in Peninsula since 1979.
He's given it the old Draymond Green. Must be watching the NBA finals, I reckon. So, but yeah, they get close to one.
They do. 3 goals. Throwing up again. Smith, Rain, out of the middle again. Heath, kickers run down. Cranfield knocked off it by Heath. Here's Quinn again, who's had such an influence. Feeds a hand pass out to Bashir. Kicks to Racing again. Great interception. The fist down. Close to the boundary by Ash. Hands and knees hand pass. Got it out quickly. Bold kicks it down the line again. And unfortunately, there's Garrido. A rare error from him. He had a fumble. He looked up and couldn't take it cleanly out of bounds on the wing.
Sorry, mate. I was checking my boy. He's still eligible for it.
It's very exciting. Kennedy's another one. Harvey's another one.
Yeah. It's Harvey still there.
Yeah, boundary throw it. Angus is another one, thanks boys. Angus getting comfortable, thrown back into play. Ball's on the wing on the outer side. Mitch Jenkins is another one. Thanks fellas, half the team is there. As they go inside 50, the Dogs, great kick. And a good mark to Goosey.
Ooh, they're not going away.
It was Brown again. I think Josh Brown's got a lot of important touches in the last quarter. He squeezed that one forward and found Goosey in the right forward pocket.
Good man having the ball in. So they're very kicking the ball.
And so it's Jesse McManus. Jesse McManus, another one that's been playing on the Stingrays. About half the team. Nearly half the team, boys. Hard on the boundary. Goosey for another one. Just missed to the right hand side. Well, they need 3 goals. They'll move them quickly. We're nearly 9 minutes into the last quarter. 8-13-61 to 11-12-78 on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Experience the difference with the right home line.
Generally find that it's not too many corners and don't go 30 minutes.
25 the last quarter, though. It was. Getting comfortable. It's a lock.
When it does.
And then the out of that cop. This is Frey. He'll hoist it down the line. Towards the wing, almost a big mark. No mark taken. Big Smith is there. Couldn't quite get the handle on it. Racing. Sockers it forward. In the road is Hobson. Dogs with numbers. They feed a little hand pass out and finds the boundary once more on the outer side of the ground. 78-61. 20 minutes gone in the final quarter. They need the next one, the Dogs. Then they probably need the next one after that to have any chance. They just can't get the margin less than just under 2 goals. Boundary thrown again. To the back, Quinn, how good's he been in this last quarter? His hand pass misses the target, but he gets it back again. He's buttering up superb. He plays a 9-9 kick to Matty Kennedy. Kennedy was shoved out by, well, that was a silly play by Kane. Just a lack of frustration because Kennedy had lost his footing and really had lost his balance, and he was shoved forward to make it even worse. So we'll get the free kick at right half forward, Kennedy. Kennedy heads into the pocket. Bashir takes the mark. Candidates for catapult mark of the day and best on ground for the Rosebud Country Club Titleist golf balls. I'm not sure whether he plays golf, but he might be our favourite to win that today. He's on about a 25 to 30 degree angle. A lot of the Seaford boys are behind us. They can answer all our questions.
So he's a fan favourite at Seaford. Don't worry about that.
He certainly is. This to just about put the game beyond doubt, making their 8th win of the season. 8 wins in 9 matches for the Tigers. Isaac Bashir kicks through the 40 and he's hit the post on the way through.
He's still the best man in the college.
18-point lead, 11-13-79 to 8-13-61 on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Kane to inbound. Time running out at the 22nd minute mark. Kane will go straight down the middle.
What's going on there? Now they've pulled it back for some reason. 50.
50 metres. And we know how small this ground is.
Yeah.
Front edge of the centre square. Kane now, driving long, towards half forward, getting up almost a good mark, not quite able to hang on to it, it was Dalziel off hand. hands. North has been good to score a handball. Well tackled by Angus Giddings Constable. Forced the ball to be dislodged on Speedy, I should say, and he wasn't able to get hold of it and out of bounds.
Now we're talking about with the numbers behind the ball. Lockley was the one in that last contest behind the ball. He watched him put it on and see how Mornington back whether or not they've got enough even of the numbers behind the ball.
Holding the ball, Harvey, and Bashir received a whack by Cameron. It was a terrible kick by Harvey. Really, at 50 metres, Cameron, no, it's not 50 metres, it's going to be a free kick, and North will stay on the mark. Bashir caught one, kicks it wide, stay in the line. Now he's just come on, and he's marked it before he's come on. And actually he was out of bounds on the floor. And he tried to, got the umpire, round and short to Brown. Brown a half distance pass finds his teammate against Speedy for the Bulldogs. Left half forward, Speedy now centering ball towards centre half forward. They fly, no one can take the mark off hands. Loose ball again, waiting down at the back. Good tackling laid by the Seaford defenders. Tickle was there, comes out the back, picked up now by Dalzell. Dalzell launches long, Dalzell launches long. To keep his team in the game and a candidate for goal of the day for Wellpool. Brilliant goal.
They won't go away, mate.
They will not go away.
This is where they've been like they've got to this point and they haven't been able to get through. So they've always had the answer on the way through. But yeah, geez, it's still that's a little bit of time left. We've got a couple of goals in this last
We have. It's been goal for goal. Really? 9-13, 67 of 11, 13-79, a 2-goal lead with 24 minutes gone in the last quarter of the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. Candidate for goal of the day for Wellpool called Tim and the team at 1300-827-172. Tap down again, Smith following up. Quick give on the outside to Cameron. Cameron now kicks towards half forward. Mark wasn't taken, Giddings Constable did well, but picking it up now. Brown let the kick run down. Good defence again. By Cornford, he's under pressure, hard on the boundary, hooks around the body, high kick goes out of bounds on the full. The Dogs will be happy with that. And it'll be taken by Bold again. Played a pretty good game.
Yeah, he's been good, Harry. Very good. He found someone in short.
Yes, Dalzell.
Can he make a hero out of himself? On the board.
There'll be 2 goals in a minute. He's right on the boundary, very acute angle, 45-degree angle, 40 metres out when he kicks. This to make the margin a goal at the 25-minute mark. Dalzell doesn't go for goal, kicks to the top of the goal square. Which way? Going to Hodor. McElrain might have taken the face-saving mark last on the Seaford. He gets a spearing kick out to Bashir, kicks down the line, couldn't take it. Off hands, they've got the numbers at the back. The Bulldogs came back inside 50 again. The pack launches, no one can mark. Ball's at ground level, comes out again. Good clearing hand pass by McManus, but in the end the Bulldogs are able to clear it and get the footy back. And a quick kick, the top of the goal square by Goosey and Park. Not Hayden Park, Hugh Park takes it last one. Taken by Frey. Good play for Cameron to do well to get it out to his teammate, hooks around the body and kicks it behind.
And then both sides are very young at this stage. We need some to finish off the game. So they're just setting
He's racing back last year for the punt back.
They're going to go along this side.
11 points. Back into play. Rain is up. He's a man, but it might get further than him. Going up.
Oh, really great.
Free kick which way? It will go to the Bulldogs. 11 points. He'll be 26 minutes gone. He kicks back inside 50. Centering ball in to find the target. Playing in front was Philippines, and they hold it up 45 out from the Bulldogs goal. But they're coming hard to score into the last play.
They're going to get along this side with Rain. They did on that occasion.
Rain the tap. Bashir misses. Pinched by Helsel. Helsel the full forward. Can anyone mark? They can't. All weights down. Chance for the Dogs. Picked up. Brown comes out. Brown receives. Brown shoots. Touch behind. Received a hand pass outside the back. And misses margin 10 points. Gains on a nice edge. Back into play. Giddings Constable into the back pocket. Trying to Park again. Back pocket out of side. We played nearly 27 minutes in the last quarter. High hoisting ball towards the half-back line. But Smith takes a good mark. He's had a great contest with Hodor today. Back inside 50. And a mark taken on the second grab by Speedy. Can he kick the distance? He's got the distance. This to cut the margin to 4 points. Adrian Speedy, one of the great leaders of this Mornington Football Club, that kept coming all day. Have they got enough time? 10 points the lead. 9, 15, 69 to 11, 13, 79. Speedy on the left. He drives the ball. Goal of the day for World Corner margin, 4 points. The Seaford boys had a swing of their beer behind us. We're about to go and get another one. Thank you, boys. Thank you for the theatre. 4 point lead with 27.5 minutes into the last quarter.
That's inexperience.
Going out.
Twice they tried to hit back the race coming out of the defence. Twice they just about 5 to 10 metres. And then it went straight back to point. They can't afford to do that this time of the contest. This is a massive
10, 15, 75 to 11, 13, 79. Mornington have been on the wrong end of a lot of close ones this year. Low by Heath. Heath drives it back inside 50. Wobbly ball close to the boundary. Goosey's there again. He's kicked 3. He's had a huge influence and he runs it out of bounds. 40 metres from goal at the town end of the ground. Seaford boys are getting nervous. The Mornington people are nervous. He's got a nice edge up here in the social club rooms, calling the last few minutes of this game. For Jeff Wignall forward, boundary throw in. There's a few more boys do what Rod Marsh did in the 82-83 fourth test. They go to the bar and get more beers. It'll be thrown up again 45 metres from goal.
Put him back, boys. Let's sing him back.
A lot around this contest, Dan.
10, 15, 75 to 11, 13, 79. Tapped down by Smith. Hands and knees, pass comes out to Wall.
Oh, how's the head?
Bashir on the head once.
He had his head on his eye. Oh, he's in the
He received one of the headers. Bashir caught one in the head. He kept going. He was tackled in possession. I think he was very unlucky. And Adrian Speedy, might be about to put his team in front. He's a little bit closer, I think, than the previous kick. This to give his team a 2-point lead at the death.
Where's the siren? Where's the siren there?
75 to 79, 29 minutes played. Big last quarter this by the Bulldogs. They've finally managed to kick a few consecutive goals. This for their 4th win on the bounce. Speedy from 45 metres. And Seaford live again.
Go to the bar.
10, 16, 76 to 11, 13, 79.
They've got to be smarter coming out of the back line. They've got to be smarter. Get it within 5 metres of him.
Just got to probably aim for the broadcast side, and he does. Kicks to a pack of players at half back. Who's going to mark? No one can. At the drop Bashir. They're out. They're out. Handball. Back to Bashir. Philippine 40. That should be the game. The two best put beyond doubt. Philippine and Bashir, they kick it coast to coast. Speedy misses. Philippine kicks the goal, and the Tigers might be home in an absolute thriller. 9 points, 12, 13, 85 to 10, 16, 76. Don't do a Brian Taylor on me. Get rid of the wow word. Get rid of the wow word. It's a load of rubbish.
Wow, what happened there? Once they hit rain and they had
The two best players in the team got the footy.
Oh, exactly.
Back in the middle, Rain knocks it down again. Here's Philippine. In the sandy centre wicket area, holds it up once more. Time's going to beat Mornington. They've been gallant again. But Seaford have been in front all day. It looks like they're going to win their 8th game and stay in touch for a spot in the top 5, which looked highly unlikely when they dropped their opening 3 games of the season quite comfortably. But Paul Kennedy sit down, have faith. Handball comes out to Harvey. He's holding the ball. Quinny's had an enormous last quarter, one of the youngsters. One of the many under-19 players in this team. Still eligible, has the footy at half-back. He will kick down the line. Bangs it along towards half-forward. Broadcast side of the ground. No mark taken. At the drop. Held up at his tackle. Good play to hold them up there. Was Rowler, number 34 for the Bulldogs, and Matt Kennedy made a good contest though for the Tigers. and it'll be thrown up again with his team 9 points up. Nearly 32 minutes gone in the last quarter. The last quarter went 25 minutes. Rain, open-handed slap, hacked out of mid-air by Kane for the Dogs. One last chance, picked up by Helsel, brought down against boot to ball, kicks inside 50, and a good mark by Giddings, comfortable doing his job again, marking at halfback. Stemming the tide, kicks wide again, has a teammate marking at halfback. This is McGuinness. McGuinness kicks down the line again and finds Lachlan, the veteran. The 32-year-old can take his time, slow it down. His side look like they'll get the 4 points. They lead by 9 points on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard. High kick to the wing, great intercept mark. Good play to bring the ball to ground. Lothian gets the hand pass out for the Bulldogs, but he probably should have gone back and had a kick. He just wanted to get the play going. You can understand that. Siren! Seaford, hang on!
Wow.
Seaford, hang on! And they win their 8th game of the season. Could have knocked the Dogs out of finals contention. What a game of footy. Seaford, if I keep seeing you every week, I might be in hospital next week. You are heart stoppers. 12-13-85 Seaford. Mornington 10-16-76. And that is the score on the Jigsaw Finance scoreboard, thanks to our major sponsor today, Jeff Wiggleford and Chris Holt. What a game.
Isn't it amazing though? Like we said, the reason that Mornington got back into the game is that Seaford couldn't actually keep coming out of their back half. So rains down the line. A, they didn't get numbers from us. B, they missed the target by 10 metres. Mornington go back and score. Then the game's on the line. They actually hit the target, had the numbers there, and Bashir and Filipponi straight down. That's not better execution at the end of the game with the young team. But geez, they deserve that. If Speeds had a kick that goal, what would have happened there?
Mornington had a crack, didn't they?
They're young teams, and they both had a crack. Really happy with that. He's tried hard all day. Really everything in the run. He's tried hard against one of the bigger runs, but he held his own. He probably just run out of pedal in the last quarter. And that was probably the big thing, because Rain had a really good last quarter. And he gave first use of the ball to